Hospital for Women's Health is St. Vincent of Allegheny Health Network. Visit ahn.org/allaforlife to learn more or schedule an appointment. Claim based on Quantro's 2017 CareCheck's National Quality Rating Database.
The Sheraton and Courtyard Erie Bayfront Hotels are proud sponsors of the Erie Otters. Join them for their pregame and postgame celebration at the award-winning Bayfront Grill or the brand-new Shoreline Grill, located just minutes away from all the action. Let them help you fuel up for the high-energy game with their extensive menus and craft brew selections. You ought to be dining with the best. The Sheraton Erie Bayfront Grill and Courtyard by Marriott.
Interstate Mitsubishi is now selling the Outlander Sport for its lowest price ever, $16,988. That's almost $5,000 less than its original MSRP of $21,890. For just $16,988, you can own an Outlander Sport with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty, 7 airbags, and 18-inch alloy wheels. This is the best deal on a brand new CUV you'll find anywhere, and it's only at Interstate Mitsubishi, 1/2 mile south of the Mill Creek Mall on Route 99.
Price and prior to tax, title, and license fees.
The new home of the Erie Otters, WRIE Erie, CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Welcome back inside the Erie Federal Credit Union pregame show. Aaron Cooney here, joined at this time by Erie Otters' second-year man, Garrett Podubny. And Garrett, I want to look back at the off-season, and I know it's going to be tough going through draft and everything, but you get an invite to Nashville Predators camp. What was that experience like, and what did you pick up from being around a pro team for a week or so?
Yeah, for sure. No, it was a great experience. I think I probably learned more off the ice than on the ice. We had all kind of different people coming in, giving us speeches, pretty much telling us what it takes to be a pro.
What is it off the ice that the pros do that's different than, I guess, the last couple of years that you've gone through?
Maybe schedule more of a kind of a stable routine. The things they do every day are the same, and kind of thing. You got to go to the rink every day and smile, be happy.
So your first year in the OHL, how did it feel? You get an OHL championship, part of the team, you go to the Memorial Cup. What did you learn from that in the adjustments that you had to make coming into year number 2?
Yeah, for sure. It was a great experience. We had a lot of older guys who showed what it takes to win championships like that. I think all the younger guys learned, including myself, and it was a good experience.
So what are some of the big things that you wanted to work on in the off-season coming into this year? And then, you mentioned those guys that have helped to win that championship. They moved on, and now it seems like you're one of the top producers that they're counting on here for this season and make up some of that scoring.
Yeah, coming off season, I'm going to have to, I'm at this stage when you have to gain more muscle, more weight, maybe get a little bit faster, quicker. That's about it.
So even though you don't get drafted and you have that experience, though, do you have a little more motivation this year around, re-entry going back into the draft? There's always a chance, an NHL team picks a guy up even in his next year is draft eligible?
No, yeah, for sure. I think draft it obviously helps, right? But in long term, I think it's all about your work ethic and how you prepare and, how you work.
For you and what you've accomplished here in the United States and moving forward, how comfortable have you gotten now being away from home and now we were at here in the past couple of seasons and living with Troy and coming into a second year?
Yeah, honestly, I almost feel like I'm American now. I don't even, I haven't been in Russia for a long time. I'm not used to the culture almost anymore. I like it a lot here, though, for sure.
Well, what's the best thing about it being over here and being in Erie?
I think hockey, for sure. Yeah. Fans, hockey.
Well, here you are with the morning game. It's a completely different routine. You used to, 7 o'clock, you show up at 5, you have your usual routine, sleep in, get a nap in. But things are a little different. We get here early, you're here by 8 o'clock. How different is it to play in a game like this?
Yeah, I'm excited to see where it's going to take us, but we still got to come and prepare like it's a normal game, You get a good warm-up and kind of wake up and get to work.
The Rangers have they got off to a great start. They've lost 3 of their last 4 games, and they've beaten you guys twice so far this season. What do you guys need to do this morning, take care of business and keep the home streak rolling? Yeah,
they're a very good team. I think we got to focus on not giving them any easy ice, play very hard on them.
All right, thanks for this, G, and have fun today here this morning in front of all the kids.
Thank you.
That's Garrett Podubny of the Erie Otters. More hockey coming up with Face Off next. You're listening to the Erie Otters Radio Network on CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Okay, you about ready to get your first treatment?
Yes, Doctor.
Joanne is fighting her cancer with radiation. She's also fighting it with big data.
Wait till you see how easy this is. You're going to do great.
The Highmark Cancer Collaborative works with oncologists like Joanne's to provide the latest data on proven treatment options. Giving Joanne the plan she needs to win, creating new standards in cancer care, is living proof. Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield together with Allegheny Health Network. Visit highmarklivingproof.com to learn more.
Over the years, technology has greatly improved the productivity of the business office. From faxes and copiers to multifunction printers, now we just don't know how to get things done without them. That means you need a reliable printer copier and a dependable service plan. That's why you should trust Cooper Business Machines. They are Erie's only authorized dealer for sharp document systems. And most importantly, they'll maintain your machine so that it continues to, well, work. Just like your car, it needs regular maintenance and parts need to be replaced regularly. If your copier isn't properly maintained or you're not getting toner in a timely fashion, then you've been reminded of what it's like to work in the dark ages. Don't wait any longer. Your business requires dependability. Shouldn't you expect the same? Cooper Business Machines, Erie's only authorized sharp dealer and service provider, helping you get back to business since 1980. Online at cooperbusinessmachines.com or call 456-7585.
The Nissan Altima. It's now 30% off its manufacturer suggested retail price. This stylish car is a 2017 Top Safety Pick Plus, and it gets up to 39 miles per gallon. And it's 30% off its MSRP. Another amazing price is on the Nissan Versa. It's selling at its lowest price ever, only $11,990. Come see the Altima and Versa at Interstate Nissan, 1.5 miles south of I-90 on Route 19.
There's 2 or more at each price. Altima HN 307132, Versa HL866268.
The new home of the Erie Otters, WRIE Erie, CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome inside the Erie Insurance Arena, where today the Ontario Hockey League presents School Day Game 2017. The Erie Otters hosting the Kitchener Rangers. Hello again, everyone. I am Aaron Cooney, set for this morning's matchup. Hope you had your coffee, or maybe you're just joining us with your morning cup of coffee and a little Ontario Hockey League action to start your Wednesday. The 5th annual Hockey Hookie School Day Game here from the Erie Insurance Arena, where the Otters are 4-0 in these games coming into this morning. Anand Oberoi, the start for the Otters, 3-2 this season, and he's won his last 3 games, including 2 straight starts. 4.17 goals against average and an .847 save percentage for the Otters. 18-year-old goaltender from Kanata, Ontario. Across the ice, Luke Richardson gets the start, 2-5, 1-0, 3.39 goals against average and a .903 save percentage. The Kitchener Rangers, 18-year-old goaltender from Barrie, Ontario. And we're underway. The Otters, winners of 6 straight games on home ice, going to keep that rolling here as the first shift. Patrick Fellows sends it in deep, but not that deep. Kyle Gentles springs Kitchener out loose, right wing side, throw it towards the goal from the wing. And Damiani stopped by Oberoi for the game's haltage, just 19 seconds in to today's game. Expecting about 1,500 students on hand here from the local Erie area schools. Age ranges all over as we set up. They're starting to get their lunches as well. 1,500 hot dogs made this morning from the Erie Otters crew. A wrist shot coming in, got loose in front, backhand it in. Right off the draw. 23 seconds in. And the Kitchener Rangers take the lead as Cole Carter blocked the shot in front, hit him in the back, twists around on the backhand, and slips it past Anand Oberoi, and we got a 1-0 game quickly here in this first period. That'll wake you up in the morning. Well, Gentles let the shot go from the point as a clean face-off win for the Rangers. Hit his own man in front, and he's the first one to track down the biscuit. And slides it right across the goal line, and it's a 1-0 early Kitchener lead. Rangers the only team to beat the Otters on home ice in this young campaign. That was back on opening night. Here from the Erie Insurance Arena, the banner raising back at the end of September. Kitchener with that puck again. Look out, Logan Stanley has it taken right off his blade, and off goes Max Simovic, left wing side, drops it off, Landia moving in. Stop made by Luke Richardson. And he holds on and gobbles up the puck for a face-off coming to his left.
Good play. Yeah, it was Kyle Maximovich on Logan Stanley at the blue line. Trying to make a move down the right wing wall. Maximovich takes it right off his tape. As Lodney hustles in to make it a 3-on-1. Can't beat Richardson. Lodney had been snake bit the last couple games. Had a 6-game goal-scoring streak snapped in Guelph as he's put towards the wall on the far side. A check from Henderson. There's Kitchener with the puck now, and they may have a try. Left wing side coming in, man towards the front, but Demier shoots, and it's stopped by Oberoy with a man in front. And that's Henderson who tracks the puck down, gives the haul, deflected just wide by Bunneman. Stanley holds it. Puts it down low. Ryan Martin spins from a check, chips it around the forecheck, but Bunneman in to help out. The Rangers have the puck, looking for Henderson off a couple sticks as that puck bounces on near side. Taylor Radish ties a man up, but this puck is played with a high stick. The faceoff will come outside the Erie zone, a minute and 28 seconds in. And an early goal here, 20-some seconds in, and the Kitchener Rangers take the early lead on School Day game 2017. Erie building from their own end. Pushed forward to Patrick Fellows. Carries out left wing and in the offensive zone. Has a trailer. It's a wrister goal. That's off the Mark Blocker hand side. As Wayman keeps in and leaves it onto the far side corner. Garrett Podubny chases after it. He's tied up, put the wall by Alex Peterson. Back in the lineup here for the Rangers. Only played one game this year until here this morning. Garrett Podubny comes out of the pile, but the puck, it's loose in front. Taking away, and it squirts in! Fellows and Podubny were digging away, and it rolls through Richardson. It looks like Podubny has tied this game at 1. It's good work from the Otters centerman to pick the puck out of a pileup over on the far side. And as he brings it out to the left wing circle, just lets it loose. Richardson couldn't cover up that rebound, and it just slides underneath them, and we're back tied at 1. And this brings back memories to the first Otters School Day game. That was against the Rangers here from the Erie Insurance Arena back in 2013. A 9-6 game that the Otters won that year. Saw all 4 goaltenders in action as Maskeren puts one off the stick. That deflects out of play. Gurney with the deflection to bring the stoppage. That was a wild morning in the first inaugural School Day game here for the Erie Otters and hosting the Kitchener Rangers. They saw the game tied up at 6 apiece in the third period before Kyle Pettit scored the game-winning goal with a little over 3 minutes to play. And here we are, the 5th edition. There's a shot from Yancey blocked, and Joe Mack, look out, they cough the puck up in their own zone. Big drive, kicks off the iron, out for the right circle. Rangers still with it in the Erie zone. Sent down low, poked by Joe Mack. Yancey's going to find on the near side. A stick broken back behind the play. That belonged to Jack Duff as Carson Edwardson can get it out to center ice. Carried on down to the near side corner, swept over far as it's out to center for Kitchener. Breaking out of their own end and give off to Guest on the left wing. Floats it on towards the goal that goes off a glove in front. Look out, picked up behind the goal as they throw it there. Yancey is stopped by Oberoy. Erie almost deflected into their own net. As Jack Duff forward, skate the stick, Patry, and he'll send it in deep. Logan Stanley back there. Memorial Cup champion with the Windsor Spitfires last season. Played on ahead to be tossed in by Lishka. Curtis Henry there. Stick still broken in two inside the Erie zone. Caused a little disruption on the attempted pass by the Otters, and Lishka is able to find it. Give to Garefa. Charges behind the net. Twirls back near side. 4 in Rangers blue. Out to Hall at the blue line. He'll throw it towards the net, and that's wide glove hand side as Logan Stanley reaches and keeps it in. Erie picks it up. Henry looking for Taylor Radish cross ice, and the Otters just launch it out on towards Kitchener territory where it's reined in by Logan Stanley, and Hall gives out to center ice. Poke check by Henry, good read, and he comes into the zone right wing side, Curtis Henry. But the Otters are offside on the play, so everybody look around. It's starting to get loud with all the students making their way to their seats and filing into the rows here at the Erie Insurance Arena. Couldn't even hear that whistle. Draw controlled by the Rangers one more time. As they move it out to center, Peterson denied the line, and the Otters take it away. Robinson sends it on for the defense, trying to give back to Cade Robinson. Picks it up right wing side, 46 in white. On to Max Golod, backhander, side of the net. Grabbed again by Robinson. This line has been good for the Otters, especially over the weekend, as this one picked off, and look out. Here comes Cole Sherwood, right wing side to the Otters zone to the backhand, and he scores. Cole Sherwood is first as a Kitchener Ranger, first of the year. And it's 2-1 Rangers. Well, that's a good read by the forward, out covering his point as he steps in front of Ryan Martin, the point man on that left wing, and just pokes the puck out to center ice in an easy breakaway from the pick it up and off to the races. And the Rangers reclaim the 1-goal lead as Cole Sherwood has his first of the year and first as a member with Kitchener. An unassisted goal. Gentle's going to rip this one in. Where it settles back behind the net, played by Oberoi and knifed by Duff up the far wall. Looking to move it forward. Kitchener's going to pick it up into the circle now, trying to twist away. Was Damiani, but it rolls off his stick out to center ice. Bunneman back in deep. Jack Duff there. Leaves it for his partner Wayman. And up the near side for Christian Gurney, but not out. Gentles will hold in, flipping it back behind the Otters goal all the way to the far side. Jammed by the Otters D. Still can't clear till it's picked up by Gurney and on for Wayman to center ice. Snap it around the horn. Where it settles on far side. Villani there. Angled up the far side wall. Off the stick of Henderson, but it's going to be an icing call. Tipped it at his own blue line. And an offensive zone draw upcoming. Both these teams dealing with a banged up blue line. The Rangers get back Alex Peterson here tonight, but they lost Grayson Ladd the other day. He'll be out for a few weeks, and because of that, they ended up with 4 defensemen. They moved Joseph Garefa back to play the blue line against North Bay Battalion the other day and helped them snap a 3-game losing skid. Erie doing the same this weekend after they lost 2 defenders Saturday night. No Owen Hedrick and no Aiden Timmermans to the Otters because of that here this morning. And Chad Yetman's back playing defense again. Erie cost the puck up on their own end, but a shot blocked by Jordan Sambrook. He steps in front of a man, and the Otters break out left wing side. Taylor Radish with the trailer. They're going to try to give on to Sambrook, who is in towards the zone on the back door. But a good pickoff, and Kitchener forces it back to center. Sent back in by Curtis Henry. And the Rangers back to the biscuit. Right wing side, Connor Hall wheels out to center. Looks near side. Ramped in by Lishka. And on down to Erie ice. Otters flip it on near side Sambrook. Up ahead for Taylor Radish. 9-game point streak for number 17 in white. Curtis Henry out to center as he gets hit hard along the far boards, right where that turnbuckle is, where the Rangers pick it back up and from center float it back in. Tie up on the near side corner in a 2-1 hockey game. Scoring coming early here this morning at the school day game. As Erie sends it up the blue line, but not out. Held by Peterson. Wrist shot. That hits a skate of McHugh back behind the goal where it's fed on by Jordan Sambrook to the far side, but Kitchener's going to hold in. Pinching down to the corner now is Peterson to hold in. Looking for McHugh. Tied up by Mack. Henry's going to find the puck and leave it behind the goal for Jordan Sambrook. Erie, this D pairing has been out here for a bit. Now they ice the puck. They're going to have to stay as no, it's going to come back. A lucky bounce for the Otters. Catches the stick of Luke Richardson, the goaltender, forced to play it. Erie could get that wholesale change they needed, and desperately. Worked out to center. That goes off a skate as Yancey loses the puck to Patry. And the Otters D, Jack Duff, fanned on that play. They will still move it on for Chad Yetman. As we said, back playing defense again for the Otters. Deflected by Alex Gritz. Slowed by the goaltender Richardson. He holds on with that on goal and a whistle with 12:41 to go. First period. The Kitchener Rangers with a 2-1 lead. Here from the Erie Insurance Arena. Cole Carter starting things off early on. 23 seconds in. Otters tied it up. A minute and 31 seconds later with Garrett Podubny picking up his 6th of the season. And then Cole Sherwood with his first as a Ranger has them up once again by 1. Erie's pass to the blue line off the mark. Partially deflected by Adam Maskrid. As the Otters look to wind it up from their own blue line, Ivan Ladnia sets it to the circles. Wainman to Maksimovic. Back for Wainman, neutral ice. Steps around one man, plays it off his stick. It'll get in down deep. Logan Stanley there. Chopped it off the side of the pitch. Ladnia looking for it as Connor Hall works it up near side for Maskrid. Sends it back on far boards in his own end where Logan Stanley's stationed. Gives to center. That's picked off by Maksimovic. Otters trying to get in offensively. Morella slows up Maksimovic. And Erie backs up with Ryan Martin at his own end. Under 12 to go, first period. 2-1, look out. This one off a stick towards Oberoi. Attempted D-to-D pass. Oberoi just covers it. And we'll stop action here with 11:54 left in the first period. Also a short bench for the Erie Otters as BJ Adams departed the other day from the team to join Canada Red at the Under-17 World Hockey Challenge. An assistant coach as that tournament shortly to get underway. And of these two teams, no representatives outside of BJ Adams. A wrist shot from the point. Stop by Oberoi. Holds on. So the Otters down just Wes Wolf and Chris Hartsburg on the bench for the Erie Otters. There they just showed a little view. Former Otters assistant coach Jay McKee, head coach for the Rangers now, into his second season. Held by Connor Hall. Leaves it down low behind the Otters' goals. We get back to action. Henderson on the forecheck, takes it away. Feeds near circle, picked off Gurney. He plays it off his skate, and Erie having a hard time. They finally get it out to center ice. As Fellows shouldered onto the near side boards. Erie springs it loose, and Gurney backhands it in. Fellows on after it to the near side corner. In Kitchener territory. Connor Hall bumps Fellows off the puck, and it's on for Bunneman. Cross right side, Henderson into the zone. Chip and chase around Sambrook. Finds puck behind the net. Nice poke check by Gurney. And it's still back behind the Otters' goal. Damiani tied up. Watching is Sambrook. And off to Lishka just on. Now Gentles at the blue line. Trying to give down wall at the circles. Picked off by the Otters. And they get it as far as the Kitchener line. It's right back the other way for Henderson to ladle it onto the near side corner, Erie territory. Both teams finishing up their changes in personnel. And Golod sends it the other way. Gets around Velati. Down near side corner, Gentles. And it poked, but it's up the near side wall, and Lishka would have guided up this near side boards. Robinson held for a second, but Velati's on the march. Into the Otter zone. Pass on across, wide open, wrist shot, and just wide from Carter. Garefa finds it, back for Carter. Left there, Lishka off a skate wide. Velati holds in from the near corner. Leaves down low, nice move by Garefa. Lift the stick of Grits, takes the puck to the far corner where he's tied up by Henry. Back for Lishka. Heads behind the goal. Watched by Alex Grits. Behind the net. Cycled for Carter. Comes out near side. Angled it for Velati, and he couldn't handle the pass to the blue line. And the Otters will chase down the other way. It's going to be played by Richardson, the goaltender. Up the near wall. Golod keeps it alive. Here's Robinson. Man in front. Can't get it to him. Just on Joe Mack. He's got the puck now. Back down to the near side corner. Robinson. Played for Golod. As he comes up to the half wall. Sets up the point man. Holding is Sambrook, wrist shot, waving the wand at it was Mack, but it's gloved down by Richardson, and they'll play it as it pops out. Velati finds center red and fires it on goal. Back is Jordan Sambrook, leaves it on near side for Martin. Joe Mack will flip it up on ahead, and on his move, Carson Edwardson, nice stand-up right at the line by York. He's back to his own end to play it now. Tied up by Stefan Patry. Here he leaves it on near side circle. Joe Mack tripped up by his own man Edwardson. It allows Eric Guest to fly away. Looking right wing, after it, Cole Sherwood. Just bullies his way onto the near side corner. Tries to give in front. Man open on the back door. They can't get it to him. The Otters tied up Nick McHugh as Carson Edwardson ducks around to check. And after it in the offensive zone with the final 9 minutes of the period as Mack plays it off the side of the cage. Be gathered in by McHugh. Watched by Maksimovic and floated out to center ice. On right wing, Sherwood leans in on Jack Duff. Sent down along onto one knee. Still moving that puck. And again, picked up by Guest. McHugh back behind the net. Angled out the far side boards. Was looking to pass on to Logan Stanley. A little too much mustard on that one, and it's on down into Kitchener territory. 8:35 to play. Here, first period. The Rangers with a 2-1 lead. Taylor Radish carries now. Right wing into the offensive zone. Puts it down low for Lodnia behind the goal. He swoops in. He's sandwiched hard, but able to skip away from that check and move the puck. Duff has it blue line. Wrist shot. Never made it on goal. And off go the Rangers. On right wing side. Damiani, wrister, stick save made. And the rebound gathered here by Duff. On for Maximovich. Looking for Taylor Radish. Goes off his skates. Couldn't reel it in as it's bounced around. Lodnia does carry. 1-on-5 in the offensive zone. Looks for reinforcements. Kicked away, though, as he overskated, and Bunneman floats it into the Erie zone. Martin there for the Otters. Here a +9 this season, playing with Jordan Sandbrook. And the Otters, they changed the pairings up a bit with the injuries. Out to center, and Gurney floats it down. Hammered back around the near side wall. Taken by Adam Maskrin. Second leading scorer returning to the OHL this season. No Alex DeBrincat. Taylor Radish was first with 109 points last year. Otters send it out towards center ice. Goes off his stick. Forced by Richardson to move it. Logan Stanley fakes the blast around the horn and now carries, almost coughed it up in the circle to Garrett Podubny. But luckily back for the Rangers. And it's worked out to center by Morellis. Looking for Sherwood. And he'll rip it around the wall. Picked up left wing side, Erie territory by Maskrin. Wide open in front was Morellis. They couldn't get it to him. Again it's Sherwood. On Morellis. Maskrin behind the net. He's got to chase it down to the near side corner. Watched by the Otters' Jordan Sambrook. Lets a shoulder in. It was Gentles. Lets one go in front. Stop was made by the glove. The rebound cleared away. And on to center ice. Sherwood's going to pick it up after it's played by a high stick into the final 7 minutes here, first period. 2-1 Rangers with the lead. And Alex Gritz sends it back on the center red line. Velani there. Left on as the Otters pick off. Good read from Wayman. In comes Golod now. Sets up Wayman. Wasn't ready for the pass. Has the puck along the wall. Tries to keep it deep. Plays it off his own glove. And Erie can't touch it here. Would be a hand pass. They'll touch it anyways. Robinson the tag up with 6:26 to go, first period. And the Kitchener Rangers have a 2-1 lead here from the Erie Insurance Arena. Real food, real beer, real historic atmosphere. That's what you'll find at the brewery at Union Station. Erie's original brew pub and restaurant. Located downtown at 123 West 14th Street. That's the brewery. Proud sponsor of the Erie Otters. There's one other morning game going on as well. Over in Ottawa, the 67s trail in the first period. 3-0 to the Kingston Frontenac. Linus Newman, Popoff, and Ed Nickel scoring for the Rangers in that game. Of our out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by the Sheridan and Courtyard Erie Bayfront Hotels. Face off from neutral ice, just in front of me. The Otters pull this one back. Wayman's going to rifle it around the horn, slowed behind the goal by Luke Richardson. It's worked up the near side off the stick of Lishka. Now to center where the Otters going to pick it up. Lodnia. Shots 9-4 in favor of the Kitchener Rangers. Here he's got to get back into the offensive zone. Got to get some pucks towards the net of Luke Richardson, who hasn't had much action. And onto the forecheck go the Otters. Maximovich knocked down there with Logan Stanley on the near side as Kitchener sends it back to Erie territory. Nice and call. To the Rangers, back offensively for Erie. Will they make a change in lines? Podubny. Fellows and Gurney on. They help to connect. Podubny's got a step in here. He had his Wheaties this morning. Got a goal already, and they look good and had a couple shots for Erie here this morning. Not many, but look out. Sprung away. Here comes Carter. Left wing side looking to move it into the slot area for Lishka. It was poked away, but Lishka's got it right back. He's going to let this shot fly from the circle. There's Oberoi with the stop. His 8th save of the morning. '18-year-old goaltender, a 12th round pick of the Erie Otters back in 2015. here rookie season. He's won his last 3 games, the last 2 starts. Face-off win Kitchener. Hold from the blue line. Attempt from Velati. He's going to go off a stick. Pop to the near side corner. Otters move it forward. Alex Gritz wanted to guide it up the wall for Cade Robinson. He sweeps it into the zone. It's going to be slowed down by Richardson and bumped on for the Blue Liners. Pushed right back up. And then fouled by Gentles on the cross-ice pass. Looking for center ice. This one, icing's waved off. Out to play it was Oberoy. Skips on to the far corner as Gritz up the boards. Golod would have knife it up the wall, but not out. Kept in, and a wrist shot kicked away by Oberoy. Kept in from the point as Gentles. That goes off a leg in front of Henderson just wide. And grabbed from the near side corner. Bunneman gives to the blue line. Gentles at the point man. Going to let a shot go. Partially blocked in front. Backhander put home by Bunneman. Well, the Otters had one man tied up, but Bunneman drifts to the front of the goal, and he's able to find that partially deflected shot and backhand it past Oberoy. It's a 3-1 Kitchener lead. Now Sandbrook had Henderson tied up, and as Bunneman was able just to spin it and get enough room away from Ryan Martin. Puts the backhander in on the partially deflected point shot, and the Rangers are up by 2. Seventh of the season for Connor Bunneman as they continue to keep it a shooting gallery in the Otters zone. 4:35 to go. Erie only 4 shots on goal as they look to get to work. And down into the offensive zone is Carson Edwardson. Tied up by Joe Mack, flipped onto the near side corner. Stephon Patry moves it down to the near side, and Nick McHugh carries out the center. Played on, man just in as Jansen's trying to dangle onto the middle of the ice and left it for York, but the Otters poke it away. Still inside Erie territory. Wayman finds Mack up the wall, but not out as Peterson holds in. Erie reaching and trying to skate away, but they got to get back and play defensively as the puck's back in their corners. Play to the circles. Wayman's going to back up, give some ground. Forced back to the near side corner by McHugh and coughs it up. Eric Guest just on. Flying in his own. Cole Sherwood looking for him. He has it out of the near side corner. Heads behind the Otters goal. Man to the blue line. Peterson, wrist shot. Glove save by Oberoy. And they'll get the whistle as the Otters. Self-inflicted wounds there on that shift as they hand the puck over right to the Rangers and develop another good offensive opportunity. Draw on the near side circle to the right of the Otters on an Oberoy. The 3:43 to play in the first. Otters win this draw back to the corner, but quickly on the forecheck. 2 Rangers almost got that puck away from Ryan Martin, but the Otters able to get out the center ice as Maksimovic banks one down low. Taylor Radich trying to reel it in. Leaves it onto the corner. Henderson is there. Floats it up the wall off the glove of Sandbrook and ends up in the Kitchener bench. She'll bring another whistle as Chris McGonigal gets a little action on the Rangers bench. Back after injury. Came in on fire at the start of last season. 3 games that he played. 2.68 goals against average and .937 save percentage. Started on the shelf, but backing up now with Anthony Dumont-Bouchard. The overage goaltender picked up by the Rangers before the season started. Coming from the Barrie Colts, but coming via the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League. As a long-range blast from center ed is deflected out of play by Oberoy. To bring another defensive zone draw to the left of Oberoy. Dumont-Bouchard out here tonight, an upper body injury. From a 6-1 record, a 2.14 goals against average that leads the Ontario Hockey League. 928 save percentage is 3rd amongst OHL goaltenders. Otters bank it up the far side wall. Gathered in by Velati, gives the Gentles. Brings it back into the Erie zone, slowed by Oberoy. Picked up behind the goal, Sandbrook. He's smashed by Morellis on the play. Erie trying to move it up the near side boards, Podubny. And the attempt for Fellows is intercepted by Gentles, and coming back into the zone, here's Maskrin. That little head fake move just sent Cole Sherwood offside, and that'll bring another whistle. Here is Sherwood, that overage forward coming over from the Flint Firebirds just a few weeks ago. Picks up his first goal of the season. First as a Ranger. As Kitchener had to make some room on the overage side. Traded away Doug Blaisdell to the Sudbury Wolves to get them down and to the limit. And then pick up Cole Sherwood after he was sent back by the Columbus Blue Jackets into junior hockey. As Erie Podubny picks one off at the left wing circle, sends it back down low. Gurney in the offensive zone. The blue line, Sandbrook steps into one, sticked away by Richardson off the glass, high to the air, and Erie finds it out of the circle. Fellows trying to weave his way on down to the goal line. Sent to the far corner, and Fellows comes out of the pile-up one more time with it. Looking to get a backhand away, drops it off. Robinson shot off the stick wide as he hopped onto the ice. Robinson after it on the forecheck here. Looking to give onto the near side boards. It's picked up by Maskrin, and he'll float it into the Erie zone. Bouncer knocked away by Oberoi, and the Otters charge forward. There's that Podubny line again. Doing work, making some things happening, developing a chance. It's been the line for the Otters, but only one to show for it. Nice pass finds Golan at the offensive blue line. Skates into the zone, but Peterson takes it away from him. They give off to Lishka left wing side. It's a shot away off a stick of the Otters. Wayman out of play with 1:25 to go first period. 3-1, the Rangers lead. Draw to the right of Oberoi in the Otters zone. As Rangers got it to the wall, but it couldn't be held in by Connor Hall. Send it back in as the Rangers tag up, make their way into the zone. Wayman leaves it behind the net for Jack Duff, Otters rookie defenseman. Skates out, right wing, plays it to himself off the boards, but it's picked off by Connor Hall. He's going to skate this one towards the Otters zone. Patry deflects the attempted backhander. And then Logan Stanley's try. Gets into the zone near side. Floats it down towards the goal. Otters glove that down, and Edwardson moves it out forward to the final minute of play here from the first period. Swept in by Stephane Patry. And back behind the Rangers net going to work. Fourth line on for Erie. Taken away by Hall. Elevated up far side and out to center. Reeled in by Josh Wayman. Backs up to his own circles. Looks to move it out as the Otters finish a change. We'll get that top line on before things expire in the first. Lodnia, right wing side, with possession. Sends it towards the corner. He's tied up by Garefa. Radish bounced down in front. Maximich going from skate to stick, and it's stopped by Richardson right out and tight on the doorstep. Let's go the other way in the final 15 seconds. Sends it into the Otters zone. Sambrook. Bumped to the wall by Garefa. Trying to dig it out in the final 8. 3-1 Kitchener leads here, looking at an intermission lead. Garefa put to the boards by Lodnia. Sambrook sends it back behind his goal as time expires here on the first period. Kitchener finding the back of the net just 23 seconds in with Cole Carter on the board. Erie tied it up with Garrett Podubny's 6th of the season. But Cole Sherwood's first as a Kitchener Ranger. As the Rangers ahead, they lead 3-1 through 20 minutes. We'll step away for a break with the UPMC intermission report coming up after this. You're listening to the Erie Otters Radio Network on CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
$99.88 or $149 a month on a brand new Mirage or G4? Take your pick. Come see the sporty Mitsubishi Mirage or the sleek G4 sedan. Both get up to 40 miles per gallon and both come with
an Erie landmark since 1953. Nunzi's Place serves generous portions of great food at reasonable prices. Family owned for almost 60 years, Nunzi's prepares the finest Italian cuisine in Erie. Come see why the Erie Times News said Nunzi's is known for food that tastes good. Nunzi's Place, located at 2330 East 38th Street near the Bayfront Connector. To call for reservations or place an order for takeout, call 825-2940. Nunzi's, known for Italian food that tastes good since 1953.
This holiday season, my good friend gave to me. Selling Powerball tickets, 6 match 6 chances. 5 cash marks, 4 cash for lives, 3 pick 3s, 2 Mega Millions.
Pennsylvania Lottery tickets make great gifts, like the new Merry Millions with top prizes of $1 million. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
And best wishes from the lottery.
Okay, you about ready to get your first treatment?
Yes, Doctor.
Joanne is fighting her cancer with radiation. She's also fighting it with big data.
Wait till you see how easy this is. You're going to do great.
The Highmark Cancer Collaborative works with oncologists like Joanne's to provide the latest data on proven treatment options, giving Joanne the plan she needs to win. Creating new standards in cancer care is living proof. Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield together with Allegheny Health Network. Visit highmarklivingproof.com to learn more.
The new home of the Erie Otters, WRIE Erie, CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
The Sheridan and Courtyard Erie Bayfront Hotels are proud sponsors of the Erie Otters. Join them for their pregame and postgame celebration at the award.
I'm here waiting for the second period to start as the Erie Otters and the Kitchener Rangers in battle for the 5th annual Hockey Hooky School Day game from the Erie Insurance Arena. Of course, these two teams met for the first annual, the inaugural Otters Hockey Hooky School Day game a couple years back. A 9-6 victory for the Erie Otters here back in 2014. And Erie had to get a game-winning goal from Kyle Pettit late in the third period, and then a couple empty netters to seal things off in what was a wild afternoon and a lot of noise for the kids and students in attendance. But here today, as we're inside the UPMC Intermission Report, we want to take a look around the hockey world. And a little alumni update here for your Erie Otters as the Otters have been popping up here and there throughout the hockey world, depending with the NHL, AHL, internationally, all over the place, ECHL as well. And as we take a look at just a few, because I had a brief moment to talk about it last week with the Otters. Andrew Yogan, former Erie Otter, I should say, from a few years back. Well, right now, he's leading the EBEL in scoring. He's the EBEL, the top professional league in the country of Austria, playing with HC Innsbruck. 8 goals, 23 points on the season right now. In 16 games played, he's tied for the league there. Some more recent Erie Otters, as this past Saturday you had a matchup between the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Philadelphia Flyers. Chris Knobloch coaching the Flyers, part of their coaching as an assistant. And he was going up against Connor Brown, the former Erie Otters captain, who is performing in his 100th NHL game since graduating on from the Ontario Hockey League. Other NHL notes is the Otters' Oscar Dansk, former Erie Otter Oscar Dansk, stepping in. He had his first win with the Vegas Golden Knights, and then the same week goes 3-0 and picks up his first NHL shutout as well, with the Otters making noise here. Other goaltenders, how about Oscar Dansk's partner back in the 13-14 campaign, Devin Williams, who signed a professional contract with the Tulsa Oilers in the ECHL, and he's got, was just named the other day ECHL Goaltender of the Week, 3-0 just last week. Picked up his first shutout, 45 saves for his first professional shutout. I know they've seen that before. He had that 60-plus saved game against Niagara Ice Dogs back in his rookie season. But Devin Williams showing up here as well, improving his stuff. We always knew he had it here at the Erie Otters, and now doing that at the pro level with the Tulsa Oilers. Some other Otters, we know about Alex DeBrincat and what he's doing, but how about Darren Radish? I know he's doing his thing with the Rockford Ice Hogs, and just last night, even though they lost to the Cleveland Monsters, Darren picking up his Ontario Hockey League championship ring, and you'll see that on the Otters Instagram page and Twitter and Facebook here shortly. We got some pictures as President Roy Malacker went over and visited him in Cleveland, saw the game, took it in, and then delivered the ring to Darren Radish on the afterwards. So congratulations to those guys. Moving on, and also in another AHLer in Dylan Strome, AHL Player of the Week, goal and 6 assists, 7 points. And with the Tucson Roadrunners as they went 3-0 on the week with led by Dylan Strome, and when he's gone out and done. But the Otters showing up here all around, and I know we'll keep you up to date throughout the year, and also on Otters Hour, always part of that, which you can definitely catch next Wednesday on the 8th of November, when we'll have the next edition of Otters Hour. That's always 3 to 4 p.m. every other Wednesday, right here in your home of Otters Hockey, CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260. We're going to step away for a break. When we come back, we'll recap and look around the league. There's one other school day game going on. That's in Ottawa, and we'll check in from there a couple games later on tonight. But for now, Otters and Rangers, more coming up. You're listening to the Erie Otters Radio Network on CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Over the years, technology has greatly improved the productivity of the business office. From faxes and copiers to multifunction printers, now we just don't know how to get things done without them. That means you need a reliable printer copier and a dependable service plan. That's why you should trust Cooper Business Machines. They are Erie's only authorized dealer for sharp document systems. And most importantly, they'll maintain your machine so that it continues to, well, work. Just like your car, it needs regular maintenance and parts need to be replaced regularly. If your copier isn't properly maintained or you're not getting toner in a timely fashion, then you've been reminded of what it's like to work in the dark ages. Don't wait any longer. Your business requires dependability. Shouldn't you expect the same? Cooper Business Machines, Erie's only authorized sharp dealer and service provider, helping you get back to business since 1980. Online at cooperbusinessmachines.com or call 456-7585.
The Sheraton and Courtyard Erie Bayfront Hotels are proud sponsors of the Erie Otters. Join them for their pregame and postgame celebration at the award-winning Bayfront Grill or the brand-new Shoreline Grill, located just minutes away from all the action. Let them help you fuel up for the high-energy game with their extensive menus and craft brew selections. You ought to be dining with the best. The Sheraton Erie Bayfront Grill and Courtyard by Marriott.
Interstate Mitsubishi is now selling the Outlander Sport for its lowest price ever, $16,988. That's almost $5,000 less than its original MSRP of $21,890. For just $16,988, you can own an Outlander Sport with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty, 7 airbags, and 18-inch alloy wheels. This is the best deal on a brand new CUV you'll find anywhere, and it's only at Interstate Mitsubishi, 1/2 mile south of the Mill Creek Mall on Route 99.
Price and prior to tax, title, and license fees.
This holiday season, my good friend gave to me 7 Powerball tickets, 6 match 6 chances, 5 cash points, 4 cash for lives, 3 pick 3s, 2 Mega Millions.
Pennsylvania lottery tickets make great gifts, like the new Merry Millions with top prizes of $1 million. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
And best wishes from the lottery.
The new home of the Erie Otters, WRIE Erie, CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Welcome back here inside the Erie Insurance Arena. School day game here, class in session, at least for the Otters in that first period, because the Kitchener Rangers put on a possession display the first 20 minutes. Welcome back inside the UPMC Intermission Report. I'm Aaron Cooney, and we'll take a look at our first period recap, because the Rangers on the board with just 23 seconds off the clock. Cole Carter in front of the net after a clean face-off win. This is where face-offs can get you in trouble. And I know there are coaches that look at face-offs percentage and what happens, but an instance where the Otters a little weaker on the centerman side this year with some youngsters and new faces at the face-off dot. And they lose the draw in their offensive zone. Brought back by Joseph Greffa. Kyle Gentles, that's a shot go. Hits off the back of his own man. Cole Carter, who just swings around on the backhand and sweeps it past on and Oberoy. 1-0 on the game's first shot. Erie, though, answers the bell. Garrett Podubny, he had his Wheaties this morning. A minute and 31 seconds later, the Otters tie the game. Patrick Fellows carrying the puck, holding in along the far wall, tied up in the corner. Garrett Padummy digs the puck out, goes to the front of the net. And they are able to slide it through Luke Richardson to tie things up at 1:54. But after that, the Otters, it kind of faded away. That Garrett Padumny shot that got through the Otters' third shot of the game. They would only register 2 more the remaining 18 minutes of the first period. Colt Sherwood on the ice, pokes it away from a point man at 4:20 and takes it all the way. A breakaway beats Oberoi on the backhand. Back to a 1-goal lead for the Rangers with his first as a Ranger. And then at 15-14, Little Insurance as Connor Bunneman finishes off a Kyle Gentle's attempt from the blue line. It was blocked. He's able to fill it into the back of the net on the backhand, past Oberoi. 3-1 Rangers here through 20 minutes. We'll take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by the Sheraton and Courtyard Erie Bayfront Hotels, proud sponsors of the Erie Otters. You Otter, be staying with the best. One other game going on right now. That's in the first intermission as well. School day in Ottawa, and it's 3-0 Kingston through 20 minutes later tonight. The I-75 battle. Flint Firebirds against the Saginaw Spirit. Sudbury Wolves visiting the Sioux Greyhounds. Second period on the way next. You're listening to the Erie Otters Radio Network on CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Okay, you about ready to get your first treatment?
Yes, Doctor.
Joanne is fighting her cancer with radiation. She's also fighting it with big data.
Wait till you see how easy this is. You're going to do great.
The Highmark Cancer Collaborative works with oncologists like Joanne's to provide the latest data on proven treatment options, giving Joanne the plan she needs to win. Creating new standards in cancer care is living proof. Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield together with Allegheny Health Network. Visit HighmarkLivingProof.com to learn more.
Where's the only place to get official Erie Otters merchandise? Well, that would be by visiting the Erie Otters store, of course. Part of the Erie Otters front office, located at 201 East 8th Street. Fans can browse the largest selection of certified official Erie Otters shirts, hats, sweatshirts, novelties, and more. While you're there, order your custom-made Otters jersey, now available in the new white version. Merchandise is also available 24/7 online at ErieOttersStore.com and can be purchased at the Erie Insurance Arena at pop-up shops during all Erie Otters home games. Show your Otters pride and wear what the team wears. An Erie Otters game is the best way to bring everyone together. Gather your family and friends or plan an office or work outing at the best entertainment value in Erie. Groups of 10 or more can enjoy discounted ticket prices with multiple seating options available. Ask one of our group sales associates today about a group outing and even upgrade into our meeting room suites for the most stylish experience at the Erie Insurance Arena. Otters sales associates are standing by to take your call and plan your night out during regular office hours at 814-455-7779.
As more and more companies offer their employees a choice of health plans, more and more people are deciding UPMC Health Plan is the best choice. With affordable in-network access to UPMC and other doctors and hospitals in your community, plus award-winning customer service, it's no wonder UPMC Health Plan is the fastest-growing health plan in the region. So when your employer gives you a choice this year, make the choice more and more people are making. Choose the best. Choose UPMC Health Plan.
Hi, this is Ed Rendell. I've got to admit that I was sort of a dinosaur when it came to using social media. But my son found Epic Web Studios, and we began working with them. And they've done an incredible job with us. They've significantly increased our followers on Twitter and Facebook. They make sure that we put up the right things. They capture every good thing that I've said or done on TV and get it out real quickly. And it's been just a revelation to me, and they've been tremendous to work with.
Don't be a dinosaur. Call or text Epic Web Studios at 814-746-6987.
The new home of the Erie Otters, WRIE Erie, CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Welcome back inside the Erie Insurance Arena, gearing up for the second period. That'll make it loud in here, calling for the crowd of 1,500 students to make some noise here on School Day Game 2017. I'm Aaron Cooney getting up for the second period here from the Erie Insurance Arena. 3-1 Rangers here after one period of play. In that first, Cole Carter starting things off just 23 seconds in with the game's first goal. Erie would tie things up. A minute and 31 seconds later, Garrett Padumny with his sixth of the season to make it 1-1, but Erie would only muster up 2 more shots in the remaining 18 minutes of play during that first period. One coming at right around the 10-minute mark, and then another towards the end of the frame. But the Otters need to get and find some offensive pressure and get some offensive zone time here against the Kitchener Rangers, who snapped a 3-game losing skid the other day against the North Bay Battalion. 2-1, they scored 2 goals in 9 seconds to take the lead, and that's all they needed in that first period. And snapped the 3-game skid, but over the last 4 games, they've been outscored 13-6. That's including since the trade of Doug Blaisdell to Sudbury. As we're waiting to finish up some ice maintenance here, down to our left. And that's just next door to Luke Richardson. And we'll get back to action, hopefully shortly. As Richardson goes for a skate, Oberoi just made his way back to the net. But one other morning game going on here in the Ontario Hockey League. That's in Ottawa, where the 67s trail the Kingston Frontenacs 3-0 after 20 minutes. Then later on tonight, the Flint Firebirds will meet the Saginaw Spirit at Dow Event Center. And the Sudbury Wolves will meet the Sioux Greyhounds at 7:07. As we're set, good to go. We'll get the second period underway. Opening draw to get things going. One back for Logan Stanley, and then deflected in by Henderson down the right wing side. As the Otters rim it up the near side, a play by Anand Oberoi. Up the wall, to be picked up by Patrick Fellows and out for Christian Gurney. Drop pass out of the reach of Podubny, but he pokes it into the zone down far corner. He's behind the goal, Christian Gurney. Back around on the far side. Played out to the blue line, held Sambrook, fan on the play. Lets another one try just to leave it into the zone for Garrett Podubny to pick it up on the near side. Play it down low, Gurney. Tied up. Podubny picks it up on the far side. The blue line, Martin has some room, winds up, slapper just wide on the glove hand. Damiani leaves it back in his own corner. Gurney hustles after it. The Otters, they got some juice here to start. As a centering pass just off the mark, it was blocked, and Lodnia into the zone, plays it down near side corner. Touched up, and we'll have a whistle played by a high stick. It'll stay inside the Erie zone, or rather the other zone. .55 seconds in, the Otters. The Otters still looking to get the puck on goal. One sails high. A try from Wayman at the face-off win as Lodnia ducks from a check looking for Taylor Radish. Lodnia has the puck. Dances in the corner, trying to feed out in front. It was blocked. They give to Curtis Henry. Blue line. His wrist shot off the mark as well. Wayman keeps it alive. Knocked out of midair by a glove and moved to center ice. The Otters wanted a hand pass call. They're not going to get it here. Out the other way as Greffa twirls towards the offensive zone. Wanted to drop it off and goes behind the goal for the wraparound. That's stopped by Oberoi. Wayman picks it up along his own corner. Tipped by Taylor Radish, but it bounces to the front of the ice in middle as Erie has to looking to pick it up. Carter finds it, fires one towards the goal, and able to sit on top of it is Oberoi. And he was afraid that one got underneath him and through. There's just a little bit of room. Carter trying to sneak it through. Oberoi has it stopped with the right leg underneath him. And a 3-1 hockey game. The Otters continue to ask about that hand pass. Went out of the zone, batted out, and then moved along the offensive try by the Rangers as Erie guides this one out to center. They sent out towards the blue line again. Rangers have it. Morales right wing side on in. Looking to throw it to the front of the goal, just out of the crease. Pickles off the corner and back behind the goal. Masprin centering pass. Just missed the stick, but it comes to York as his try just wide on the shoulder side. Kept in from the blue line again. That one just grazed the shoulder of Oberoi on the way. On the far side, his Otters pick it up from center. Get it down ice. Golod drops it off behind the net. It's moved by Sherwood and then pitched around the near side as Morellis throws it right back for York. Morellis out at center ice. Steps around one. Poke check to Ryan Martin. Erie stands him up right at the blue line. Patry reaching for it. Still loose at center red. As Cole Sherwood, sure hands of his. He'll hold on to it. Wait a second. Grits backs off. They find Morellis right wing into the Erie zone. Rubbed out by Sandbrook. But twirls away from a check as it's bounced toward the front of the net by Maskrin. Erie knifes it away. Maskrin's going to get it right back, though. Took it from Morellis. Bumped by Martin. Gives to the blue line. Held by Gentles. Lets a shot go. Sticked away by Oberoi. He's without a twig right now. Erie gets him his paddle back. Velati lets one go. That's wide. And Martin takes it behind his net. Looking for the near side circle. Throws it back cross ice. This will be picked up inside Erie territory by Guest just on. Flips one towards the goal off a stick and kicked away by Oberoi. Carson Edwardson now stops and they quickly get on him and they're back on the offensive end. Rangers just took it from Carson Edwardson. Erie a little slow with the puck movement. That's got them in some trouble. It's Patry unable to clear. Back down on the near side. Yance is chasing after it. And he runs Sandbrook into the wall. Sandbrook holds his ground. Mack there to help out. McHugh digging also, and it's going to be picked up by Martin. On the D-to-D pass as Edwardson quickly slides it out to center this time as Patry can't get it in from center red, and Rangers come right back in. McHugh, wrist shot, held onto by Oberoi. Erie needs that wrister and that stoppage. And after they got trapped in their own end by the fourth line, they can finally get some fresh bodies on here. That Martin-Sandbrook pairing a long shift. 3 minutes and 37 seconds off the clock here from the second period of the school day game. Greffa's going to be waved out. Back to playing forward for Joseph Gareffa. Had to fill in on the blue line. The other day against North Bay. Erie wins this draw. Wainman behind the net. Played up the near side wall, Erie territory. The Otters, instead of going forward, drop it back for Duff. And look to break out. Not much open out at center. His fellows able to finally tip this one on in. Garrett Podubny after it. Trying to give behind the goal for Gurney. Swept back onto the near side corner. Podubny again drops it off for Gurney. Two Rangers on him. Fellows digs in now to help out. Erie feeds it around the horn, and Wayman after to the far side corner. 20 on 20 as Stanley runs him into the wall. Finally dug out far side. Podubny steps into a man. That could have been interference. So Erie lucky that didn't happen as Carter sends it the other way. No penalties in that first period. Still looking to get any of those. As the Otters glove one down, Patrick Fellows plays it off a stick and holds from his own blue line. Drops it off for Duff, and now Wainman. Back for Jack Duff. He can skate towards center, bank it off the near wall for Ladnia, out of his reach, and it's poked right back by Logan Stanley to the Erie circles. And Wainman looking to move. Kitcher doing a great job bottling up the Otters in their own end. They can't find much open ice in the neutral zone. As Sandbrook steps in, lost his stick, kept the puck alive offensively, sent back out as Sandbrook retrieves his blade. And Curtis Henry from his own end finds Kyle Maximovich. Here a little bit of room. Four blue shirts back. It's sent in on goal by Kyle Maximovich. And we held on to by Richardson for the faceoff. Erie gets their first shot of the period. Outshot in the first, 13-5. In a 3-1 hockey game, the Rangers ahead. Here in the morning action, Otters win this back. And Chad Yetman back on the blue line again for the Otters. Playing some Diaz Maximovich after the near side. This one's up out of play. Was it deflected? There's going to be a power play coming up for the Otters. It looks like, delay game. Jason Feist making the call. Riley Damiani is coming to the penalty box. And we'll have our first power play of the game, and the Otters hop into it. It was real tight along the glass on the attempted clear. But deemed one out cleanly. by Damiani, and Erie's going to have the game's first power play. Delay a game to call. The Otters power play that went 0 for 6 on Sunday against the Sudbury Wolves will take the ice. Against the Guelph Storm, penalty kill. In 2 games, Erie went 3 for 7. Look to find that magic once again. Sandbrook plays down near side. Podubny down low. Connor Hall steps in front of Maximovich. Moves the puck around the far side. Boards and down ice. Off the blade of Taylor Radish. Got a piece of it, but not enough to hold in. Sandbrook picks it up. And Erie marches to center. Sandbrook drop pass. Taylor Radish back near side. Maximich. Nice little pass to Garrett Podubny. Trying to go back to Maximich. Cross ice feed. Picked up off the boards by Lodnia. Shields the puck along the half wall. Here's the back. Maximich out of the corner. Up high. Taylor Radish makes his march in. Erie moving away from the puck. And a wrist shot stopped by Richardson and tie up into the corner. Maximich trying to dig that puck away from Logan Stanley and does so. Drops it off in that same corner for Ivan Lodnia, who's tied up right now by Connor Hall, who turns away from Lodnia and sends it down ice. Kind of like the puck, or the movement from the Otters away from the puck during the power play. And develop that chance for Ivan Lodnia. Here's Kyle Maximowicz on for Taylor Radish, shuffled in right side. Lodnia thought about shooting it around, instead drops it off Taylor Radish. Otters again buzzing in the zone as Podubny, left wing, drops it off Taylor Radish at the point, sets up Sandbrook, gives right back to Radish right side. Half a minute on the power play. A wrist shot blocked by Stanley along the near wall. Erie gets the blue line, held in off the back end of Sandbrook, and then ended up trickling away from him, and Carter goes the other way. 1-on-1 against Sandbrook, cuts to the middle of the ice now. Can't pull the trigger, a couple sticks on him, and still able to get a shot away from the near wall. He carried it all the way across the Otters zone and overhead to make a stop. Time running out on the power play, 10 seconds left. Lodnia just shoots it as he gets into the zone, stopped by Richardson and then hammered around the near side for the clear. That'll do it on the power play all the way back to Erie territory. Wayman picks it up, and out of the box goes Damiani. Dwar got stuck on him a little bit, finally gets it open, and he's on his way. Otters carry to center, right wing side. Drop it off, Patrick Fellows in the circle, man in front. It's Gurney. Just sends it off the outside of the near post. Good setup from Patrick Fellows. And Gurney deflects it just wide. The other way, here's Morellis deking around, gets between 2 defenders, but can't finish off the play. Martin able to gather it back in from the corner. Finds Patrick Fellows, and the Otters move forward. Joe Mack tipped on for Gurney. Right wing side. Mack calls for it on the drop. Gets it there. Goes right back behind the net. The pass for Gurney off the mark. Played up the near side by Maskren. Followed up by York, and he'll skate the center with it. He'll give to Sherwood into the zone right wing. Wrist shot held on to Oberoi on a stop. 11:51 remains here, second period. The Kitchener Rangers with a 3-1 lead over the Erie Otters this morning. All goal scoring coming in the first. And Erie goes 0 for 1 on the game's first power play. Gurney almost bringing the Otters within 1. Draw to the left of the Otters, Oberoi. The Rangers, the only team to beat the Otters on home ice this season. Guest looking to get out in front. Damiani tied up by Cade Robinson. He got it right back, 13 in blue. Centering pass is right through the legs of Curtis Henry of the Otters and loose to the near side. Pinching in was Velati. Golod trying to pull this puck out of the near corner. And Damiani, he'll do so. And he's put to the boards by Alex Gritz, and the Otters take the puck away. Jack Duff now. He's hit and nearly hauled down on the far side. Able to move the puck off the skate of Damiani as Duff takes it on near side. Looking for goal line. Pass just behind him. Defender went down, and the Otters spring loose. Here's Robinson left wing side. Drops it off the goal line. Moving in. Wrist shot. Stopped by Richardson. And he holds on. No rebound. The best chance on a rush here for the Otters. They got lucky. A defender blew a tire right out at neutral ice. And here he's able to scoot by. And Golan gets the opportunity on goal. Chris Hartsburg in one of his energy lines with Golod, Gritz, and Robinson. They teamed up for some scoring over the weekend. The Otters and the depth scoring, big part of it. 7 different goal scorers over the weekend. The Otters win this draw back. Martin gives to the front of the net. Now he's off the paddle of Richardson. Moved away, Bunneman. Erie knocks one out of mid-air, and that was Taylor Radish, but followed up by Joseph Carefa, who spins from the traffic and sends it into the Erie zone. Martin runs a man to the wall, tie him up on the end boards. They try to dig away, and that was Lishka. Pokes it on near side and grabbed by Maximovich. Otters head off in flight. Erie probably getting some room in the neutral ice to get some speed towards the zone. Set onto the corner as Erie trying to center in front for Maximovich, out of the reach of Ryan Martin. The Otters back up to their own end. Midway through here from the school day game. Second period, 10:20 to go. Taylor Radish comes into the zone. Erie trailing by 2. Maximovich with a man to the front, drags on to the goal line, jamming away are the Otters. Puck ends up in the net, but the post had come off its moorings. Otters celebrate, as do the students in attendance. But Jason Face immediately waved the play off. There's no signal as Kyle Maximovich trying to drag it out in front. Taylor Radish hammered it home. Erie goes down the line for the handshakes at the bench. And here we get a replay look at it. Maximovich drags to the front. And he'll get on the phone and take a look at it. Guys, we can do that one more time and slow it down a little more. Here we go. Maximovich drags out to the front, loose puck. Taylor Radish may have put that in before that puck, or rather the net gets knocked off. The Otters may have an argument here. And good try for Taylor Radish to find his 7th of the season. We can cue that up one more time. There we go. Perfect. Maximovich brings it in front. And if you stopped it, it's Logan Stanley backing up defensively that knocks that near side post off. It's all about where the puck is and going towards the goal line and where the net is. But the talk right in front of us is waved off on the ice, so you need significant evidence to overturn the call. But that it's pretty close when you go back and look at it slower motion. We don't do that on this side. But Erie may have drawn within 1 here if this is overturned and deemed a good goal. Here's a look at a different try earlier in the period. Patrick Fellows. They come back, and the Jason Face will point at center ice. We have a good goal. Here's our slowdown look at it as Kyle Maximovich brings it to the front of the net. Net is still on, thrown to the back of the goal and across the goal line in time before Logan Stanley bumps the net off. And the Otters have made this a 1-goal game. Taylor Radish has his 7th of the season. Great net drive by Kyle Maximovich to get it to the front of the net. From there, it looks like Taylor Radish is able to beat the net knocked off its moorings, and that is what the call will be. And Radish has his 7th of the season. The Otters are within 1. Penalty coming up on a retaliation by the Otters after a check to Christian Gurney. And the Rangers are going to go to the power play. Should Erie tag up? A wrist shot from the Rangers sails off a body wide as Bunneman gives out the blue line, poked by Gurney. And Gurney's the one going to the penalty box for the slash on the step up by Kyle Gentles. Well, the Otters got one back, 9:47 of this second period to make it a 3-2 hockey game. But here the Rangers have their first power play of the morning. Christian Gurney goes off for slashing. After we get back here from the midway timeout, Otters fans, keep your clothes in top shape with Chido's Dry Cleaners. Complete with an easy, accessible drive-through and free pickup and drop-off, Chido's Cleaners is second to none. That's Chido's Dry Cleaners, the official dry cleaning service provider of the Erie Otters. So face off into the Otters zone. And the penalty kill unit on for the Otters. 19th ranked power play in the OHL for the Kitchener Rangers, 12.3%. There's only 7 power play goals here this season as Garefa gives left side. A wrist shot, shoulder stop with a man in front by Oberoy. A good one on the left circle on Maskert. He's got the puck again, 23 in blue. To the blue line, Garefa. Maskert, cross ice. Cole Sherwood winds up, slap shot, block, bouncing in front. Lodnia will whack it on down ice. On the clear. The Otters getting their legs moving now here in this second period. It's taking a little while to wake up as Garefa settles one down and skates out towards center ice across the Otters logo and gives left wing side. Sent in by Damiani. Bounce all the way around to the near side wall. Near the point, Cole Sherwood steps away from Lodnia. Gives down low. Power move in front. They score. It's Bunneman. Power move to the front of the goal and chips it past Oberoy. And the Rangers are back up by 2. Cole Sherwood makes the pass down low, and it's all perfectly timed to find Connor Bunneman backing in to the front of the ice. And just chips it past on and Oberoy along the near side post. The Rangers regain their 2-goal lead. Here's Max Golotz getting to center. They would have bounced it into the Rangers zone. Erie thought they were offside. They actually were not. As the Rangers back up, they're able to find Carter dishing out to center ice. Chip towards the Erie blue line where it's gathered there. Pushed ahead for Golotz. Steps away from a man but forgot the puck. Carter has it. In with the man in front. Gives that way. Look out. Morales is wide open. They couldn't handle that one on the backhand. Carter back to it. Comes out to the circle. Wrist shot. Stop. Rebound. It's in the goal mouth. Thrown into the net, but the whistle had sounded. Oberoy made the initial stop on Carter, and that thing was sitting, you could see it clear as day for us, in the blue paint. And the Otters get away with when the whistle had sounded. Ryan Harrison in the far side corner lost sight of it. And the height of Anan Oberoy came to help him out on that opportunity. Standing at 6'4", the long legs just covered the sight with that puck sitting between his legs here in the crease. And Erie able to get the whistle, and it stays 4-2. Erie into the offensive zone on the counterattack here. Patry gives on the right side. Man on the back door. Give that way. Gritz couldn't finish it off on the nice pass coming from Wayman. Patry back into the near side corner. Edwardson watching. They have him tied up. Back on for Stefan Patry. Edwardson with a man at the blue line. That's Jack Duff calling for it. They can't get it to him. Played back up the wall. Now they'll try it that way. And it's picked up by Alex Gritz instead. Pitches it on the backhand down low. Patry finds it on his blade. As he holds, snaps it across. Edwardson turns and tries to fire. It was poke checked away by Velati. Jam back on. Near side corner. Gritz planted towards the wall. As tumbling to the ice was Gentles and Patry along the near side. And the Rangers spring it on loose and creating a 2-on-1 as Eric Guest with a wrist shot. Stop made by Oberoy. Patry gives, but he turns it over. It's McHugh. Now Yancey in front. He try for Guess, and he misses on an open net. McHugh gives to the blue line. Logan Stanley holds. Makes a move around one man and backs off and now heads down right wing wall and towards behind the net. Watched by Jack Duff. Strips him of the puck, and Alex Gritz will follow up. Send it on for Patry. Erie wants to get the center and hopefully get a change. They will as it's tipped in by Edwardson. And a fresh 5 on. 7:05 to go. Here in the second period, the Otters. Joel Mack, Christian Gurney, Patrick Fellows send it in. Glove down by Gurney on the near side glass. Henderson turns a man around. Still loose as it comes to Ryan Martin for a shot that's patted away by Luke Richardson. And Gurney finds the puck behind the net. Twists on Stanley. Takes on far side. Gives the blue line. Sandbrook has it. Takes the slapper. Gives out to Gurney. Poke check. Still able to get that puck towards the net. Just off the mark. As Connor Hall guides it forward for Bunneman. Just made it a 2-goal game, but it's taken right off his stick by Christian Gurney. Erie back in the zone. Looking for Joe Mack. And too many sticks. They knock it away. Flip it towards the front from the goal line. As Joe Mack trying to sneak one past Richardson. Able to smother that bouncing puck. For 6:27 to go in a 4-2 hockey game here from the the Erie Insurance Arena against Kitchener Rangers on School Day game 2017. Rangers holding a 2-goal lead. In the second half of this game, as the Otters win the face-off, Henry fires one off the end boards, comes out to the circles. Maximovich. Shot was blocked by Connor Hall and allowed to be picked up by Richardson. Now Curtis Henry going for the Erie Insurance Arena pass off the backboards and almost had Maximovich. Bouncing puck. Fired on near side by Stanley. May have enough for icing. It's washed out as Henry on back to play it. It's forced by Lishka. Now Sambrook. Heads behind his net. Finds Kyle Maximovich. Neutral zone clogged up here. They don't have Ivan Lodnia. Taylor Radish comes back to help out and sends it on in. Lodnia wants to pick it up the far side corner. Leaves it for Maximovich. Back for Lodnia behind the goal line. Carries on far side corner. Radish open. Steps into one-timer. Just goes wide. Sambrook in on the play. Loose behind the net. Maximovich was tied up and Connor Hall has it. They got a man forward and Cole Carter, but good forechecking. The Otters have it right back. Lodnia, wrist shot. It was blocked. Picked up out of the corner, Taylor Radish. Twirls it on for Maximovich, trying to step around Morales. Sent back on the near corner. And Logan Stanley able to chip it on near side wall. And then ahead for Lishka out at neutral ice, but the Otters get it right back and come into the zone again. Lodnia on the right wing circle, deeks to the middle of the ice. Another move for a backhand try, and it's stopped by Richardson. Oh, the top line for the Otters with some zone time, a couple opportunities. It's a nice stick handling from Ivan Lodnia. Cutting to the middle of the ice and getting a good backhander, trying to slide it through Richardson. Erie wins this draw off the boards. Wayman just has to hold in. Sends it on near side. Golod after it. With Podubny on. Centers in front. No one home for Erie. And Cole Sherwood off to the races. And fires it in from center red. Behind the Otters D. Off the corner. And Wayman able to chop it loose. As Cade Robinson looking to dish ahead for Golod. That's picked off. And on back was Cole Sherwood. Gives ahead for Maskrin. Gets around Wayman. Maskrin wrist shot. Sails high. Erie may have recovered. Got a stick on that play. Chasing was Velati. Jack Duff, as Velati backs up, has a little bit of room to drop it off for Wayman. And he looks on ahead. Nice dish. Will find Garrett Podubny some room out to center ice. Hands off to Robinson. Golo trying to go back door. As Robinson's dish is intercepted by Gentles and flipped out towards center. And the Rangers got a 3-on-2. Try to make it a 4-on-2. Drifting in. They give off Garrett for right side. Back on across for Sherwood. Just wasn't set up in time to take the pass. It's sent all the way back to center by the Rangers on the try. As they look one more time, deflected in on goal. Oberoy, he'll smother it. In on the play was Nick McHugh. But Oberoy says no, puts the paddle up. Left paw down on the puck with 4:14 to go here in the second. And a 4-2 lead for the Rangers. Erie's never come back, or has yet to come back this season, when trailing after a period. 0-4-0-1 when trailing after the first. And that gets worse when trailing after two. Edwardson blocks a shot. Chips it away from the defender Peterson, but Erie can't get there as covering up Gentles. They give off to McHugh, right back into the Otter zone. Shoved by Sandbrook off the puck as Patry gives on to Gritz. Erie skates 2-on-2 into the zone. Edwardson drags to the middle and lets a shot go, and they get a piece of it to block it off the boards. Gritz now on for Carson Edwardson, tied up by Peterson. Patry in to help out. Erie gives the blue line. Curtis Henry settles down with the skate and snaps one around the horn to the near corner. Rangers first to it. They give for York on the far side. Edwardson traveling on after it. Pass goes off his leg, and Patry's got it in the offensive zone. Cast here on this shift. Patry got it right back off the wall. Gives off to Edwardson from the circle. It's a shot go. Shoulder save made. Rebound Edwardson again. Stymied by Richardson. And he holds on. And now the ruckus in front. A good shift for the Otters' fourth line. Get a little energy going. Gritz, Patry, and Carson Edwardson. Gritz ended up breaking his stick on the play, and Joe Mack came in to fill in as his unit steps back on, reunited with Christian Gurney and Patrick Fellows. Face off to the left of Richardson. Erie digs it out of the circle. Wrist shot from Gurney, just off the mark high. Fellows gives off to Joe Mack. Poke check to the corner. Twists and hands back behind the goal line, looking for Patrick Fellows. Swept away by Logan Stanley. But the Otters hold in. They give to Gurney. And then Fellows along the corner of the goal line. Sandbrook and Joe Mack as he lets one loose off the stick, and it's whacked away by the goaltender of the corner and cleared out towards center. Otters take it right back, though. Pushed on for Christian Gurney, left wing side. They got a man to the front, trying to get it on for Patrick Fellows coming in late. And Logan Stanley takes it away. A shot off a leg, and it kicks out for Cole Carter. Gets behind the D, reaching is Martin. He takes the puck away. They hold in, though. Morellis runs into Martin. Bouncing puck at the Otters circles. Chipped forward, and Erie escapes the center. Would have been an odd bounce that led to that Carter opportunity. As Gurney wants to set it in on the backhand, and will. Almost sprung between the Otters defenseman after the point shot was blocked, and almost taking it the other way on a breakaway. Good recovery from Ryan Martin and Jordan Sambrook. Loose back behind the Otters' goal. Taylor Radishin to help out, jacked up. They send it on for Kyle Maximovich. Skates to center, flips in, and wants the chase. Has a man behind the net, Lodnia. Lets it go to Taylor Radish in the corner. Here trying to get out in front. They'll give to Maximovich on the near side corner. Heads back behind the net. Gets away from Stanley. Wraparound try, wants to drop it off. That's off the goaltender and settles in the far corner. Stanley just softly hands off to Damiani, and then on out to center ice, Connor Bunneman, the captain here of the Rangers. Softly sends it behind the net, picked up on the near side. Henderson! Otters let him get a free try away, and it's stopped by Oberoi. Another stop in front, loose in front of Oberoi, and Jack Duff picks it up. Looks right side. Taylor Radish on for Lodnia, and he couldn't take the pass. Rolls off his stick as Duff holds and sends it in. Erie offside in the final 90 seconds as they make some changes. And off goes Villani, picks it up and lets a shot go. Ramps one off one of the sticks of the Otters defense, and off goes goal line. Giovanni Villani on the try as he has play back defensively. Nice move by Otters' Cade Robinson, but the pass just behind Garrett Podubny. 65 seconds left. Martin on for Cade Robinson, trying to get the motor going. On for Golod into the zone. Nice stick handle move, and now trying to set up Robinson. Picked off by Henderson, and Masker wants to go right down Main Street. Foot race here against Sandbrook. Masker's going to pick it up, gets a shot away, and it's stopped by Oberoi. Another good one for On and Oberoi. Keeps Erie here within striking distance. 4-2. Kitchener leads. 44 seconds left in the second period. Played up the near side. Sherwood's going to pick it up there. He'll skate out towards center. Give cross ice towards his bench. Maskerin holds, waits, drags, fires, and another stop for Oberoi with the paddle. Martin turned around. Sherwood has it. Comes out to the front of the net. Has it. Wrist shot. Glove save. Oberoi. No rebound. With Sherwood looking for his second of the evening. .4 remains. And the face off to the right of the Otters on an Oberoi. Here's Connor Hall. Left wing gives in front. Open Morellis and just sends it wide. Again back on the near sidewall. A gift for Morellis in front of the net to Lishka. Selling also is Carter. Erie just keeps him tied up behind the goal now. Wainman, Mack, Morellis tied up. 8 seconds to go here. You're trying to keep it at bay until it's bounced onto the far side wall. Connor Hall holds in. Loose along the blue line. Picked up by Erie as time expires here on the second period. Erie with 10 shots on goal here in this second. Able to get one back, but the Rangers match it. It's a 2-goal lead. 4-2 Kitchener here through 40 minutes. We'll step away for a break. When we come back, we'll chat with Chris Pope, color commentator here on the radio side for the Kitchener Rangers. That's up next. You're listening to the Erie Otters Radio Network on CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
The Nissan Altima. It's now 30% off its manufacturer suggested retail price. This stylish car is a 2017 Top Safety Pick Plus, and it gets up to 39 miles per gallon. And it's 30% off its MSRP. Another amazing price is on the Nissan Versa. It's selling at its lowest price ever, only $11,990. Come see the Altima and Versa at Interstate Nissan. 1.5 miles south of I-90 on Route 19.
There's 2 or more at each price. Altima HN 307132, Versa HL 866268. Listen to this. Do you hear that? That's the sound of all the people clicking on your website right now. That's right, crickets. Get a website worth clicking about. Call or text Epic Web Studios at 814-746-6987 and turn silence into this.
An Erie landmark since 1953, Nunzi's Place serves generous portions of great food at reasonable prices. Family owned for almost 60 years, Nunzi's prepares the finest Italian cuisine in Erie. Come see why the Erie Times News said Nunzi's is known for food that tastes good. Nunzi's Place, located at 2330 East 38th Street near the Bayfront Connector. To call for reservations or place an order for takeout, call 825-2940. Nunzi's, known for Italian food that tastes good since 1953.
Okay, you about ready to get your first treatment?
Yes, Doctor.
Joanne is fighting her cancer with radiation. She's also fighting it with big data.
Wait till you see how easy this is. You're going to do great.
The Highmark Cancer Collaborative works with oncologists like Joanne's to provide the latest data on proven treatment options, giving Joanne the plan she needs to win. Creating new standards in cancer care is living proof. Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield together with Allegheny Health Network. Visit highmarklivingproof.com to learn more.
This holiday season, my good friend gave to me. Selling Powerball tickets, 6 match 6 chances. 5 cash points. 4 cash for lives, 3 pick 3s, 2 Mega Millions.
Pennsylvania lottery tickets make great gifts, like the new Merry Millions with top prizes of $1 million. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
And best wishes from the lottery.
The new home of the Erie Otters, WRIE Erie, CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Welcome back inside the UPMC Intermission Report. Aaron Cooney here. Special guest here on the broadcast, joined by Chris Pope, the color commentator for the Kitchener Rangers on the radio side. And Chris, early morning for all of us here. And I was just telling you how we had to get here. I did all my prep yesterday as much as I could because we had to wrap the hot dogs and get ready. But for a broadcast side, how did you and Mike prepare for a morning game and you had to come in yesterday?
A lot of coffee, let's say that. It was a lot of conversation on the ride down. Sometimes, you get occupied on the bus. You try to pass the time with a Sudoku or a book or just doing some research. But there's a lot of talk as to what we had planned for the broadcast. And as soon as we came in here, we knew we had to get up here early and get into the books because it's tough to get going. So you just get your mind into it right away.
That was the main thing, too. I had the coaching staff ask me, is there going to be coffee tomorrow morning?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it'll definitely be there. What's it been like joining the broadcast crew now full-time, doing color commentary, on the road and everything? It's going to be a lot of fun, too.
It's been fantastic. After I followed junior hockey my entire life and doing the television broadcast for Kitchener home games the past 3 years, making the jump back into radio where I started off making my career full-time, it's been good. And being with a guy like Mike Farwell, who has learned the ropes from the legend in Kitchener, Don Cameron. We play fun on the radio that we have a quota to hit of Don Cameron mentions at least once per broadcast. And if he knew that, I think he'd hate us for it. But it's been really good. I love the OHL circuit, and it's been great to see some arenas I haven't been to. But really good just to get to watch this great quality hockey routinely.
And now let's look at the team here. Your team with the Kitchener Rangers coming in for this morning game. Actually met at the inaugural school day game here at the Erie Entrance Arena a couple of years ago. But for the Rangers, a bit of a skid in losing 3 of their last 4. And then there's a lot of injuries too. But what's gone wrong for this team here in the last couple of weeks that they're starting to try to snap out of this funk?
Yeah, and it's definitely, and it's so cliche to say, but it's the little things. It's not stopping on pucks. It's turnovers inside your own blue line, right at the blue line, turnovers in the neutral zone, not back-checking hard enough. It's definitely the little things. And the last game we saw a big turnaround. It was probably their most complete game I've seen them play all season long. And it came after what head coach Jay McKee called a therapy session, a family therapy session. He showed some things in video that Jay's a very positive guy. Yeah. He doesn't want to show video negatively. He'll talk to players one-on-one about that. But they had a group session where he showed some things team-wide that some players were doing incorrectly, and I think with today's game and the kids that are playing it, they don't want to be embarrassed in front of their team, right? And going back to even when I played, it's one thing for the coach to say something to you about it, but if your own player calls you out, it means something more. So to be called out that you're doing things wrong in front of the team, it seemed to have hit home, and they seem to have turned a corner. It'll be interesting to see what they do here on the road after that therapy session, especially with a morning game. And it was against North Bay, but they really came to play against North Bay last Friday.
Chris Pope, our guest here on the UPMC Intermission Report. Chris, there's going to be a lot of excitement around Kitchener. I know the great start. You go out and you acquire Cole Sherwood, but for the Rangers and the fan base, what's it like being around it and having, it seems like, a team that's going for it here this year? No, you already had the acquisition of Logan Stanley and everything too.
Yeah, it's been interesting. It's been a while since the Rangers have made moves like that, and with a new GM, Mike McKenzie's really come in and put a stamp on this team, acquiring Logan Stanley and then going out and making the trade for Cole Sherwood. But at the end of the day, it's Rangers Nation. They don't care about mediocrity. They're used to winning, and everybody still talks about the Pete DeBoer and Steve Spott years, and they're going to the Memorial Cup final, and that's all people talk about. And until the Rangers become that consistently, the fan base will continue to look at moves like Cole Sherwood, look at moves like Logan Stanley, and question whether they're good, and question why the coaching staff hasn't been fired despite a one game above 500. It's interesting, but the passion that the fan base has is second to none. We were just on the Eastern road trip, and we did Sault Ste. Marie, Flint, Michigan, and Saginaw. And in Saginaw, there was probably 200 Ranger fans. Just blowing my mind. I'm like, the dedication for these fans to travel and follow this team, it's second to none. It's great to see. But now it's up to the players. I talked to General Manager Mike McKenzie about, are you comfortable saying that you're all in this year? You're going to go for it. And he said that he told the team the same message, that it's up to the team whether we do that. I put the product in place, you guys go out and play, and that will determine what I do. So it's time for this team to realize how talented they are and to start playing that way to force Mike McKenzie's hand.
It's a school day game here at the Erie Insurance Arena, and you mentioned some of those traveling fans. Expect the Henderson fan club to show up here this morning too, even though it's early?
I don't know if they're going to be here tonight. I guarantee you they'll be watching or listening 100%. They have not missed a game. They send us tweets routinely. I made a comment that, and I'll take it, I'll eat crow, where off the top of the season, Mike Farwell was mentioning something about leading scoring, and I said, well, when Jake Henderson comes back down to earth, and Mike said, well, what makes you think he's going to come back down to earth? I said, well, his previous 2 seasons tell me that. And instantly I got tweets. Right? So I'm like, well, they're listening. And he's tied for second in points right now, so he's making me eat a little crow, and I'm okay with that.
All right, Chris, thanks. It's Chris Pope, the color commentator here for the Kitchener Rangers.
Thanks, sir.
Well, we have more here coming up on the UPMC Intermission Report right after this. You're listening to the Erie Otters Radio Network on CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Erie landmark since 1953, Nunzi's Place serves generous portions of great food at reasonable prices. Family owned for almost 60 years, Nunzi's prepares the finest Italian cuisine in Erie. Come see why the Erie Times News said Nunzi's is known for food that tastes good. Nunzi's Place, located at 2330 East 38th Street near the Bayfront Connector. To call for reservations or place an order for takeout, call 825-2940. Nunzi's, known for Italian food that tastes good since 1953.
Okay, you about ready to get your first treatment?
Yes, Doctor. Joanne is fighting her cancer with radiation. She's also fighting it with big data.
Wait till you see how easy this is. You're going to do great.
The Highmark Cancer Collaborative works with oncologists like Joanne's to provide the latest data on proven treatment options Giving Joanne the plan she needs to win, creating new standards in cancer care, is living proof. Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield together with Allegheny Health Network. Visit HighmarkLivingProof.com to learn more.
Where's the only place to get official Erie Otters merchandise? Well, that would be by visiting the Erie Otters store, of course. Part of the Erie Otters front office, located at 201 East 8th Street. Fans can browse the largest selection of certified official Erie Otters shirts, hats, sweatshirts, novelties, and more. While you're there, order your custom-made Otters jersey, now available in the new white version. Merchandise is also available 24/7 online at ErieOttersStore.com and can be purchased at the Erie Insurance Arena at pop-up shops during all Erie Otters home games. Show your Otters pride and wear what the team wears.
In February 2016, Emily gave birth prematurely to twin boys at Allegheny Health Network.
It's overwhelming to think about everything that we survived. We often, in my staff, is like the SWAT team. Like, they're there to do a job, and they do it really well. My delivery, I love. I loved everything about it. For someone having 2 babies at 32 weeks, 5 days, I loved it. I mean, we had bad days. We had really bad days, but I trusted the nurses, the doctors. I trusted them. In the beginning, everything is scary. And then now, at a year and a half, we just do things that normal families do.
5 weeks later, Emily brought home her 2 healthy boys. Caring for all of her life, is living proof. St. Vincent Hospital of Allegheny Health Network. To learn more or schedule an appointment with a women's health expert, visit ahn.org/allofherlife.
The new home of the Erie Otters, WRIE Erie, CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Welcome back here inside the Erie Insurance Arena. Otters trail 4-2 through 40 minutes of play. As inside the UPMC Intermission Report, I'm Aaron Cooney. Thanks to Chris Pope from over on the Kitchener broadcast, joining us for a little chat. Get the state of the union for the Kitchener Rangers and the Rangers fan base, as well as everybody's dealing different schedule here with the morning game. So you got to do your whole routine, not just the players, but even talking to Chris Pope, those guys as well, to get into the zone here for a morning game. But the Otters do trail by 2 through 40 minutes, and if you're talking about getting into rhythm, it took the Otters that first 20 minutes to really find their legs underneath them again, and then get them churning. As the Otters only 5 shots on goal in the first, with 2 of them in the final 18 minutes of play in the first period. They trailed 3-1. We'll recap that for you. As Kitchener needed just 23 seconds into the game to get on the board a face-off win from the far circle. As Gentles puts the puck onto the net. It hits his own man on the back. Cole Carter, he just swings around, turning, and on the backhand puts it past on and Oberoy, making the start tonight. Really no chance as Kitchener takes the early 1-0 lead. It seemed like we were going to be in for a offensive explosion because the Otters, a minute and 31 seconds later, tie things up. Garrett Podubny able to slide one underneath goaltender Luke Richards for his 6th of the season, but Erie, that was about all they got because they would put up 2 more shots after that Podubny goal for the rest of the period. And at 4:20, Cole Sherwood, nice play along the blue line, tips it past the Otters point man, who was off the races on a breakaway. Nice move, and then goes to the backhand and beats on an Oberoy to reclaim the Kitchener lead 2-1. And then at 15-14, a little insurance. Connor Bunneman seemingly always finds his way out of the score sheet against the Erie Otters. He finds the loose puck in front from a point shot and backhands it past on an Oberoy for a 3-1 lead. Erie, though, in the second, got things working. 10 shots on goal. In that second period, they were skating. They had offensive zone pressure. They were making a case for themselves. And they get on the board, rewarded with their goal. Taylor Radish, his 7th of the season. That's points in 10 straight for the Otters, number 17. The Tampa Bay Lightning second-round pick back in 2016. He's got number 7 on the year. And the Otters, they were within striking distance, within 1. But Erie takes a penalty shortly after that. And during the power play, it's Bunneman again. Nice power move to the front. Reclaims a 2-goal lead with the man advantage at 10:53. That's where we're at through 40 minutes. 4-2. Kitchener out shooting Erie 25-15. 1-4 on the power play. The Rangers, Erie 0 for 1. Real quick, we'll take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. Brought to you by the Sheraton and Courtyard Erie Bayfront Hotels, proud sponsors of the Erie Otters. You ought to be staying with the best. One other game going on right now, and that's in Ottawa, where it's the visiting teams on these morning games that are having the best of luck. Kingston Frontenacs, the 5-1 lead over the Ottawa 67s with 14 seconds left in the second period. Newman, Popoff, Nickel, Brahaney, Robertson all on the board for the Frontenacs. Perrick, the only goal scorer for the Ottawa 67s. And that's now through 2 periods. Later on tonight, Flint Firebirds and Saginaw Spirit will meet up, as will the Sudbury Wolves and the Sault Ste. Marie Greyhounds after 7 o'clock. We'll step for a break. Third period coming up next, right here. You're listening to your Erie Otters Radio Network on CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
As more and more companies offer their employees a choice of health plans, more and more people are deciding UPMC Health Plan is the best choice. With affordable in-network access to UPMC and other doctors and hospitals in your community, plus award-winning customer service, it's no wonder UPMC Health Plan is the fastest growing health plan in the region. So when your employer gives you a choice this year, make the choice more and more people are making. Choose the best. Choose UPMC Health Plan.
An Erie landmark since 1953, Nunzi's Place serves generous portions of great food at reasonable prices. Family owned for almost 60 years, Nunzi's prepares the finest Italian cuisine in Erie. Come see why the Erie Times-News said Nunzi's is known for food that tastes good. Nunzi's Place, located at 2330 East 38th Street near the Bayfront Connector. To call for reservations or place an order for takeout, call 825-2940. Nunzi's, known for Italian food that tastes good since 1953.
$99.88 or $149 a month on a brand new Mirage or G4? Take your pick. Come see the sporty Mitsubishi Mirage or the sleek G4 sedan. Both get up to 40 miles per gallon and both come with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Own one today for only $99.88 or $149 a month. Only at Interstate Mitsubishi, 1/2 mile south of the Mill Creek Mall on Route 99.
Prices prior to tax, title, and license fees will require financing through dealer or indirect lending service. The Sheraton and Courtyard Erie Bayfront Hotels are proud sponsors of the Erie Otters. Join them for their pregame and postgame celebration at the award-winning Bayfront Grill or the brand-new Shoreline Grill, located just minutes away from all
this
the
holiday season, my good friend gave to me. Selling Powerball tickets, 6 match 6 chances. 5 cash points, 4 cash for lives, 3 pick 3s, 2 Mega Millions.
Pennsylvania lottery tickets make great gifts, like the new Merry Millions with top prizes of $1 million. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
And best wishes from the lottery.
The new home of the Erie Otters, WRIE Erie, CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Welcome back inside the Erie Insurance Arena. Almost set for the third period. Once we get the ice straight away. 10 seconds on the clock with the Otters getting ready for the third, where they're 0-5-0-1 when trailing after 2 periods. Not the comeback kids of last year. Hasn't gone their way this season. And the Rangers 6-1 when leading through 2 periods. They got a 2-goal lead here into the final frame. The Otters, slow start in the first. They trailed 3-1, got within 1. You'll see the Rangers jump back ahead by 2. Connor Bunnan with a pair of goals so far. Always shows up against the Otters on the score sheet. But Erie, more important thing in that second period, get a little momentum rolling and get the legs rolling to start the comeback bid here in this third. Bouncing at the Otter zone. Look out, man wide open. Here's Bunneman for the hat trick. Blocker saved by Oberoi. And Erie turns up the near side wall. Big stop from Anand Oberoi on Connor Bunneman in front. Here's Jack Duff ducking under a check. Still in his own end. One hand on the stick. Plays up the near side, but off of the body of Henderson. And still loose inside Erie territory. Otters will use the near side wall. Christian Gurney turning. Now backs up, has a little bit of space. and looks to shovel it ahead. It goes off of the blade of Joe Mack, left on the near side as Mack pins himself along the wall, protecting the puck. Bumped off of that by Bunneman, as it stays a 4-2 hockey game after the big stop by Anand Oberoi against Connor Bunneman. Here he comes into the zone. Drop pass. That was off the mark. Nobody home. And back the other way. Look out. Here's Morales. Nice move in on goal. Stop made by Oberoi as he robs Morales on the beautiful move on the Otters D. Oh, boy. You talk about putting on the Ritz. That's ankle-breaking opportunities on the shake and bake into the Otters zone, but couldn't finish things off, which would have been the highlight reel for the evening. Oberoi says no here twice. 2 big stops early in this third period. Hey, hoping that propels the rest of the group back after it here. Goaltender shows up right out of the gate. Here's got to get onto the offensive side of things. It won't happen on that try. Erie guilty of an icing infraction and back the other way. Draw to the right of Anand Oberoi. Stops 22 and 23 on the numbers of saves here tonight, and they were good ones. Showed up again on the James saves of the week, the last week's action, and he might make an appearance again this week with a couple early contenders on those stops. Podubny, flips it right out of his own end, and Erie's going to the penalty box. Defensive zone penalty as Podubny was just trying to shuffle it back behind his own net and get the Otters going up the near side wall, but it's a delay of game call. And on to the power play for the second time tonight goes Kitchener. Bunneman capitalized on the nice power move to the front of the net, set up by Cole Sherwood back in the second. And the Rangers got to start back at their own corner. Otters force him wide left, and Morales skips it off the skate of Bunneman into the Erie zone. 2 Rangers after it. Sandbrook chasing, but it comes onto the near side and played for Greff at the blue line. Drags across the stripe, gives right side Sherwood, blocked near side. Another opportunity with an open net, and Maskren couldn't get enough on that bouncing puck. Sends it wide, and Erie able to clear. Here's Gareffel, wind things up from his own end. Chips it to himself on the near side boards, watched by Wayman. Damiani and then Maskren. Wrist shot, pass stop made, and the Otters. Oberoi sends it on the Wayman, couldn't clear. Somebody lost a stick, that was jacked up. It's now in the near corner. Worked on Maskren, left side circle, walks in, wrist shot, save made on Oberoi. It's still loose. Down to the ice was Bunneman trying to jam it home, but Oberoi sitting on top of it. Has the whistle. Duff can get his twig back out of the near side corner. Power play for another minute and 4 seconds. Early parts of the third period. Erie down by 2. It's 4-2 Kitchener. Face off one. Look out, open for a backhand try. Stanley stopped by Oberoi. The top of the crease on the left post. Able to make this stop. Another draw with a minute still on the man advantage. 1-for-1 on the power play here. Are the Rangers? Just their 8th power play goal. They've fallen on some hard times with the man advantage as Erie drives this one around the far side boards and down ice. And Taylor Radish will be the first one after it. Sends it behind the net from the far corner. Stanley gathers on the near side. Banks it back down low. Returned right back to Stanley as the Rangers launch it towards center ice. Lishka. Morales now. At the fancy moves comes near side. That time it's poke checked by Wayman and cleared by Lodnia with half a minute on the power play. Richardson unable to play it. Stanley back will gather and make the march forward. With the Rangers 8-6, 1-0 on the season. Nice move to get into the zone. A pass blocked by Ryan Martin. Tries to send it behind his own goal. It's when he grabbed near side by Velati out of the corner from the goal line on the front try. It went off the blade of Morellis. Just wide as Stanley reels it in. 5 seconds with the man advantage. Gives back down low. Morellis sends it in front. They score. Played onto the near side corner. And Cole Carter sends it from the circle in. And he's got his second of the night as time was expiring on the power play. 5-2 Kitchener. Now just patience and waited. And as Lischko was coming to the front of the net, kind of drew some eyes. That left Carter open here on the near side circle. And able just to snap it past that blocker of Anand Obroy. That was good to him here in the early parts of this third, but the Otters find themselves down by 3. Patry left wing side. Wrist shot stopped. Richardson and holds on. Has that thing pinned along his shoulder. In a 5-2 hockey game. And the Otters penalty kill. Struggling here a bit too this season. Allowing 2 power play goals tonight. Ranked 17th in the league coming in to today's game. As Erie sends it out to the blue line, Chad Yetman. Bank it down low for Gritz. Swept back behind the goal. Erie charges after it. Gurney's going to pick it up. Stick handling. Lets one go. Blocked. Holding onto the far side. Patry on after. Put to the boards by Peterson. It's loose back up the wall. And Henry lets one go. Caught by Richardson. He holds on the stoppage. Face off back to the Kitchener zone. Erie sends the top line out. Down by 3 here. Face off pulled back by Kitchener. Off they come near side. Sherwood cross ice and gets right back to Maskert. Holds from the circle. Wrist shot. Obroy holds on. Blockered it down. Covers it up. And face off to his left here. As the Rangers keep on firing to Anand Obroy, Erie's rookie goaltender. I was going to say, they had Peterson on the goal here online, and they just corrected it on the announcement. Cole Carter, second here of the afternoon. Otters move this puck out to center, hooked away by Connor Hall, and sent around the horn of the near side Erie territory. After losing 3 straight, the Rangers getting the victory over the North Bay Battalion 2-1. I was following Chris Pope was talking about a therapy session as Mastering comes in with a backhand try. Stop Obroy, trying to get right back in front. It comes to Logan Stanley at the circle. Drags and gives to the front off his skate on the attempted center. And now Sherwood. Garefa follows up on the near sidewall to Logan Stanley. His shot blocked by Sandbrook. Bouncing puck on down to the far side corner as Ryan Martin. It would guide it for Gurney. Played up the far side wall. Settled by Patrick Fellows. Makes his way out to center ice. Now flip it on around. But Jay McKee going with they called a therapy session. And at the locker room, turns these guys around for the game against North Bay and here against the Otters. In pretty good position as lookout. Bunneman may have a break right wing. Trying to get around. Josh Wayman drags to the front towards the goal. And the whistle sounds with Obroy sliding towards the goal line. He's got it underneath him. And he holds on. Because the Rangers are jumping here this morning. Draw to the left of Obroy. Lodden will take the face off. As the road, it's on home ice, doesn't get much easier for the Otters. We'll see the Oshawa Generals Friday night here at the Erie Insurance Arena, then a surging Windsor Spitfires in the Memorial Cup final rematch Saturday night here at the Erie Insurance Arena. Tickets always available at ErieEvents.com. Taylor Radish has the puck. Erie gets back in offensively, carrying up the far side. Looking for Wainman. Holds and just shuffles it back down low. Ladnia comes up the half wall. Turns it down to the near wall. No one home as Connor Hall takes over. Can't get away from Ladnia. Trying to get around the D now. Man open in front. Has to quickly pass it. They drop it off as Maximovich sends it just wide. Duff on for Taylor Radish. High up the top of the circles. Played in front. Off a stick. And deflected out of play. As the whistle sounds on that deflection. Maximovich. The late man coming in as Ladnia had to quickly get to that puck on the near side. And everybody went and covered. Taylor Radish open in front. And Maximovich on that drop, just putting it wide on the blocker side. Face-off win. Here's Kitchener. Handing back on near side. Gentles gives a head kick to center ice by Morellis. Erie holds on. It's Wainman from Duff. Jack Duff ahead for the toss in. Edwardson trickles off the end boards. Cade Robinson coming after it. Garrett Podubny there keeps it alive. Gentles shuffles it back behind his own net for Velati. Taken away by Carson Edwardson. Spun around though. Velati recovers. They work to center. Lishka. Throw it in from the left wing, but they're offside. Morellis trying to get a step on the Otters' defense. Trying to turn them around, skating backwards, but just a little too far ahead. And the Otters are make a change themselves. With the face-off coming up from neutral ice. The Rangers 5-2, starting to hoping to continue this into a win streak. Chase down the Owen Sound squad. Leapfrog them for the top spot in the Midwest Division. Still wide open, it seems. Here in this OHL, no one really separated themselves with the starting this thing off to a great start, obviously. The franchise record win streak to start the year. Right behind the Sioux Greyhounds. Just kind of shadowed by that. They're not too far behind. Erie steals. They give out to the blue line in Kitchener territory. Fire towards the goal. Save made. A rebound. And it's just knocked away. Gritz on the doorstep. Couldn't get it on goal. Off a couple bodies in front. Come the other way. Guess. This is centering pass. Yancey was tied up, and the Otters charge back forward. That was set up. Nice shot. Keep it low from Curtis Henry. As Erie gives to the front goal line. Trying to get back to Patry. And he got caught with a hit. Or a stick up high. I believe that was York. And here he's going to have a power play. That was a nice little move. The give and go attempt from Patry and Golod on the near side as Patry was making his way to the middle of the ice. York gets the stick up. And here he's got a power play here with 12:03. Trailing by 3. Tie up along the far wall. Otters able to get it back. Here's Taylor Radish. Looking for a man on the backside. It's Podubny, but it guides it just wide on that deflection. This is sent off a stick, high to the air, pops on the near side wall. Gathered in by Damiani, and he'll clear it. A minute and 40 on the power play. It's Jordan Sandbrook leading the march. Erie 0 for 1 here today. Drop pass, Taylor Radish. Given left wing, entering Maximovich. Left for Ladnia. Sends it down to the near side. There's no one there for Erie. Holding and holding, Connor Hall gets it out to center, Damiani, and then they find a man right wing side on the break. Henderson, wrist shot blocked by the Otters' Oberoi. And they're going to get it right back. Henderson picks it up, drags the line, trying to bring it out to the power move in front, and it's just knocked off his stick at the last second. Garrett Podubny flips it on near side, sent down onto his wallet as he slides into the offensive zone. No puck for Erie. It's Ladnia back out to center. Time winding down, final minute of this power play. Erie got a whole lot of setup time as Taylor Radish gets it in, floats it onto the far side corner. Ladnia able to get there and has a man with him. Erie sends it to the blue line. It's Sambrook. Right back, wanted to find Radish. It's just out of his reach. And fired on down ice by Connor Hall. And the first unit will head off. 35 seconds left on the penalty to Jack York. High sticking on Stefan Patry. And as Erie finds Taylor Radish, Max Simovic back to Radish. He'll carry on in. He's it for Lodnia. Wayman running the point right now. And that pass towards Wayman just out of his reach as the Otters back up. Wayman, nice move, steps around one man, but runs right into Kyle Gentles. It allows Kitchener to clear this one. Delivered onto the tape of Oberoi with 5 seconds on the power play. Back to even strength, stepping out York. Here he gives ahead for Fellows. It'll be an icing call to the Otters. Just off the reach of Patrick Fellows. And with 9:59 to play here in regulation, the Kitchener Rangers looking to stop the Otters' win streak on home ice and in school day games. It's 5-2 Kitchener. Otters fans, True Moo and Meadowbrook Dairy Pure Milk is the official milk choice of the Erie Otters. That's True Moo and Meadowbrook Dairy Pure Milk. Pick up a gallon today at your local grocer. Podubny, Taylor Radish on the board for the Erie Otters. Cole Carter with a pair, Connor Bunner with a pair, and Cole Sherwood with his first of the season. First is a Ranger. Here so far, the Rangers lead 5-2. Draws to the left to Vaughn and Oberoi after the icing call. They win it out to Velati. His shot deflected in front, and making the stop was the Otters goaltender Oberoi. Deflection just inches in front of him. He's able to keep that left pad down. There's a play back to the front of the net. Tied up with Sherwood. He gets it right back from Patrick Fellows. And Fellows going to take it away from Sherwood. Returns the favor. And Erie ahead for Christian Gurney into the offensive zone. Shot was blocked by Gentles. Picks it back up in the corner. Looking for Mack behind the goal. Instead finds Garefa as Maskrin. And to guide the puck. Tripped up a bit by Patrick Fellows. But wheeling away is Velati with the biscuit. To Sherwood. On to Maskrin, open from the blue line. Drags and fires and scores. Adam Maskrin with a laser beam from the right circle. Beats Oberoi glove hand side, and it's 6-2. What a shot from Adam Maskrin. His 8th of the season. And boy, did he let it rip. Little drag around the forward. Was able to bounce that puck over to him. And he absolutely rifles it. Look at that top corner. 6-2 Rangers. Yancis took a bit of a stick up high from Sandbrook on that stick lift. Nothing called. With 9 to go. Here's York taking over from center. By the far side. Sent it in, and Sandbrook guides it up the near side wall. Goal line, tipped forward. Reaching was Gritz, but it's bounced right back down along the near side. Taken over by Golod, who skates out to center. Crossed up a couple Rangers and sends the puck in. Golod finds puck behind the net, brings it on, tries it in front, going to the back, and here's Gritz poking away. Richardson, a couple stops on the nice moves and centering pass from Max Golod. Almost snuck it through. And that's exactly what we're going to find. Alex Gritz right in front of the goal. That's where he's made his money here this season with 5 goals on the year. Just couldn't slip that one past Luke Richardson. I think it was kind of unexpected to find that puck on his stick after the nice play from Max Golod. Connor Hall carries. Carter will leave it for Morellis. Makes his way to center ice. Gives off to Lishka. Cuts across. Shot was blocked. It'll settle on down the near side. Erie territory. Yetman out here, along with Curtis Henry as Logan Stanley gives on to the near side corner. Right back to Stanley at the blue line. They'll hand off to his partner Hall. Waits, right back to Stanley. Open on the left wing side. Winds up with the drive. Save made. The rebound. Lishka poking away from the near side post. And it's grabbed on to by Oberoy for the whistle. Oh, boy. 6'7" Logan Stanley. And the seas just parted for him. With the room from the left point. Walks in and lets the shot go. Oberoy, the initial stop. Lishka right there on the doorstep. Their first round pick of the CHL import draft this past year. 29th overall. Stopped right on the doorstep by Oberoy. Under 8 to play. Here's Hall on the blue line. Wrist shot. That's off the mark. And behind the goal. Kicked by Wayman. Tied up along the side of the cage. Ends up down along the ice as Duff chases this one down for the near side. It's Yancis. Into the blue line. Picked off by the Otters. Kyle Maximovich. Hands off to Taylor Radish for the toss into the near side. McHugh. Taylor Radish. One of the Otters knocked down. That was Maximovich. And McHugh comes out of the pileup with it and guides it on the near side for Guest. As Jack Duff turns him around. Kyle Maximovich on it. Brings it into his own and I'll just leave it for Jack Duff. And right back off to Taylor Radish. Second round pick of the Tampa Bay Lightning. Signed with the team last year. Chopped right back to center here by the Rangers. And Erie's got a tag up, so they send it on for Wayman. Back to Radish, who will play in the November 9th Canada-Russia game. Erie has a pass stolen away. A wrist shot from the right side. Held on to by Oberoy. Henderson letting that one loose. And the draw out to the left of Oberoy. Sandbrook will also participate in the Canada-Russia series for Team OHL. They're playing both games in Owenstown and in Sudbury. Radish just one game. That'll be in Owenstown on November 9th. There's another one played. A couple deflections in front of Oberoy. It sends just high. Erie up off the glass. Poked away from Peterson. Erie's going to pick it up. Looking for Patrick Fellows. And now Gurney, right wing. Has Fellows in front. Moving on in. Save made. A rebound. Oh! Defensive stop by Jack York. Reaching back to deny Gurney the open net opportunity. And Bunneman flies the other way. Bunneman trying to inside out on Martin. Bring it to the front of the net. Pad stop made by Oberoy. And another beauty from Oberoy in this third period. Oh, boy. Oberoy's not going to show up on the highlights for the goal scoring. Not letting anybody in on those individual efforts. Blown in off the body of Sandbrook and trickles down near side. Oberoy's going to have the old Jane Saves highlight reel to himself for next week with this third period alone. Back to center ice. 6-2 Rangers lead here under 6 to go as Maskrin just made it 6-2. Tried to drag around Wayman. Not going to happen. Shoves him down to the ice. Erie bounces it out to center. Gritz. Good back check from Sherwood. Just takes the puck away from Alex Gritz. And Velati sends it the other way. Maskrin leaves it for Cole Sherwood. And he shoots it from the right wing side and beats Oberoy blocker side. 7-2 Rangers. Pair of goals for Sherwood as well. Took to game 5, but he's on the board. And it's 7-2 Kitchener. That could be a lethal combination moving forward. One of the reasons why Mike McKenzie recognizes the opportunity to add an NHL signed player with the free agent signing of the Columbus Blue Jackets. 33 goal scorer last year, 85 points with the Flint Firebirds. And here come the Rangers again. Guest, he'll let one go. That just misses the mark on the blocker's side. But you had to give away a good defender in Doug Blaisdell as goal line. Over skates, still gets the shot away. That goes off the skate of Gentles and bounces onto the near side. Wayman hit hard. They find a man looking to pass on in front. Denied as Garrett Podubny has it roll away. And they'll find Podubny on the near side wall. Try to make a stick handle move towards the circle. It's bounced around and away from him. Golod looking as he's tied up by Velati. It's Richardson coming out to make the stop and just smother the puck. He'll bring the whistle. 4:42 to go here in the third. That's the Kitchener Rangers answering the bell here for school day. And they were the teachers calling for class in session here this morning from the Erie Insurance Arena. Sent down ice, and icing call waved out. Some good hustle from Greg Morales as the Otters turn it back the other way. Garrett Podubny with Cade Robinson. Here's Podubny, float it towards the net. No one home. Henderson covers it up with Connor Hall keeping Cade Robinson away from the goal. Hall missing the season. Injury last year. And you can tell his presence certainly felt this year. On the back end, third round pick of the Pittsburgh Penguins in 2016. Some nastiness, grit, stuff you like back on the blue line. Vladny lets one go, bounce in front and in! Treat yourself! Little game of pinball for Kyle Maximovich. And the Otters make it 7-3. Seventh of the season for Kyle Maximovich. Right place, right time, and we were just talking about Connor Hall. Maximovich, him and Connor Hall been going at it all game, and Maximovich able to get the best of him on the deflection in front. Bring Erie back within 4. Henderson's going to rip it in. 7-3 hockey game, Erie trying to make it 4. They got the first line still out there. Maximovich trying to send off Radish. Just missed him. Goes off the skate of Peterson. Here's Taylor Radish now. Maximovich behind the net. On the near side. Back and drifted in front. Pass on to the tape of the Kitchener Rangers instead. And York carries out to center ice. And he'll send it in as 2 Otters come across and deliver the sandwich right in front of the Erie bench. Taylor Radish holds from his own end. 3.5 to go. These two teams teamed up for 15 goals the last time they met on a school day game. As the Otters send one in off the end boards, Richardson covers it up. Back November 19th of 2013, where the Rangers would tie things up at 6 before Erie rattled off 3 goals in the final 3 minutes and some change. A couple of empty netters. Kyle Pettit had the game-winning goal that day. And Erie will need some magic here in the final 3:21 to do a similar here towards the end of the game. And Fellows has the puck in the left circle. The man in front, they can't get it to him. Backhand try. Fellows just sends it wide after the sliding block from the Kitchener defense. Chad Yetman holds it. Bounces one back down. Erie's still in the offensive zone here. Trickle it away, though, as the Rangers able to get a piece of it. So did one of the Otters. No icing as back is Wayman to move the puck. Final 3 minutes here from the school day game. Wayman looking forward. Thanks for tuning in, joining us here on the Erie Otters Radio Network on our new home, CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260. So a little morning hockey. Here's Joe Mack bouncing one. Man in front, Gurney, and just too much air on the pass. Wayman holds it. Gives off the left circle. Playing it towards front of that. Save made. Rebound. Here's Gurney. A couple tries at it. Still loose. And they dig it away onto the near sidewall. Gurney will find it again. Drops it off for Mack. 2 Rangers on him. Guest. Going to push it up the near sidewall. Velati there to help out. They'll find Yancey. And then back down to the Erie zone. Chad Yetman. Trying to get around from McHugh as he finds Gurney. Stopped on the doorstep once, twice, 3 times by Luke Richardson. As the Otters puck going right at center ice, just on Stefan Patry is Gritz. Easy for Golod, right wing side, 1-on-2 to the zone, twirls it back behind the net. He'll pick it up on the far side corner. Golod got all the way from everybody now. Spinning away from the blue line, fans on the shot, and look out, able to knife it away from Garef at the last second. It would have been a 2-on-0 for the Rangers. Martin going to slide it up the far side boards, back to Golod, and now Patry under 2 minutes to go. Patry goes right down Main Street, stick lift on York, but never got a shot off as Gritz will pick it up out of the far sidewall. Fires the shot from a sharp angle, loose on Richardson. Able to recover. Patry was right there on the doorstep looking for some garbage. With 1:29 to play, here's 7-3, the Rangers with the lead. As it all appears, Otters, the only team to beat the Otters on home ice will be the Kitchener Rangers. Second in as many tries. They've only won 3 times here at the Erie Insurance Arena in the last 5 years. And now 2 alone this season. Garrett Podubny on right wing side. Poked away from Podubny by Gentle. Sandbrook crashes in, keeps the puck alive in the Kitchener zone, and now a tie-up down along the near side wall. I think we got an injury to one of the Rangers. Cole Carter along the near corner. Him and Jordan Sambrook collided along the near side wall, with Sambrook pinching in, trying to keep the puck alive in the offensive zone. And Carter is in a heap of trouble. Whistle blew, they immediately called for the trainer to get him out on the ice, and he's having a hard time getting up. He needed some help, not putting really any weight at all on the left skate as he's helped off. Cole Sherwood helping out. Nice shot of the dot there. There we go. And he'll be helped off to the Kitchener locker room. Man, as soon as Kitchener, it seems like when they get somebody healthy, somebody else gets banged up here, and they call it the garbage time in a 7-3 hockey game with 1 minute and 8 seconds left. And Carter, yeah, he's in a heap of trouble as he hobbles down the runway with the assistance from the training staff here, the Rangers. And we wish him all the best. That's a tough loss. Carter with a triples his goal-scoring output here on the season. 2-goal night. And exits here due to injury into the final minute. 20 seconds. Number 20 is here. He bounces it forward. Wayman. Edwardson got it into the zone. Robinson reaching. Edwardson keeps it coming on the near side. Takes the puck away. Gives out to the front of the net. And Garrett Podubny has it go off his stick just wide of the cage. Edwardson still after it. Final 40-some seconds. Edwardson, wrist shot. Blocked. Swept in front. A penalty coming to the Otters. It's tagged up by Henry. I think the stick got up on Velati, who went down along the ice, with Erie just swinging the sticks away. And a slashing call to the Otters, Carson Edwardson, with 36.9 left. Well, the Rangers will pick up 2 points and jump ahead of the Owen Sound attack. But still, just 3 points will separate these two teams for first place in the Midwest Division. Even with the Rangers picking up the 2 points here, Maskrin gives down low. Power play on in the final minute. Cole Sherwood. Center point, Gareffa. Drops it back off for Sherwood. Let's on shot go. Save made. Rebound. Another stop from on and Oberoi. Gareffa left wing side. 10 seconds up. Gives to the front. Erie deflects that pass, and Gurney will shovel it down the length of the ice, and that should do it here from School Day 2017. Back is Maskrin as time runs out here on the morning game. Kitchener comes to town up early in the morning. And they'll send the kids back to the buses a little unhappy. I'm sure they had a great time. You get a free hot dog and take in some hockey. You also didn't have to go to class. As the Otters fall here for just a second time on home ice. It's the Kitchener Rangers winning both. Handing Erie both those losses. 7-3 the final. As the Rangers snap the Otters' 6-game home winning streak as well. We're going to step away for a break. As when we come back, we'll have the Otters post-game show. After this, you're listening to the Erie Otters Radio Network on CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
At Tim Hortons, we've got something new. Because we know change is exciting. Change is good. Change is delicious. Try our new hash brown sticks. Golden and crispy, they're perfect for dipping and sharing. Pair them with our new Western Omelet breakfast sandwich. Get both for just $3.49. Only at Tim Hortons. At participating U.S. restaurants for a limited time. Offer valid with biscuit, English muffin, and classic bagel breakfast sandwiches with protein, Western omelet, and cheese.
An Erie Otters game is the best way to bring everyone together. Gather your family and friends or plan an office or work outing at the best entertainment value in Erie. Groups of 10 or more can enjoy discounted ticket prices with multiple seating options available. Ask one of our group sales associates today about a group outing and even upgrade into our meeting room suites for the most stylish experience at the Erie Insurance Arena. Otters sales associates are standing by to take your call and plan your night out during regular office hours at 814-455-7779.
Okay, you about ready to get your first treatment?
Yes, Doctor. Joanne is fighting her cancer with radiation. She's also fighting it with big data.
Wait till you see how easy this is. You're going to do great.
The Highmark Cancer Collaborative works with oncologists like Joanne's to provide the latest data on proven treatment options, giving Joanne the plan she needs to win. Creating new standards in cancer care is living proof. Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield together with Allegheny Health Network. Visit highmarklivingproof.com.
The new home of the Erie Otters, WRIE Erie, CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Welcome back here inside the Erie Insurance Arena. School day game here 2017. And, well, didn't go the way the Otters had planned. They were 4-0 in school day games leading up to this one. But fall here today, 7-3 the final, as the Kitchener Rangers busting out of a slump offensively. Only 6 goals scored in their last 4 games, and they matched that and then some here with the 7-goal explosion. This with the offensive abilities that they have, and you see that top line starting to come together with Cole Sherwood, Greg Morellis, and Adam Maskrin. And they accounted for a few of the goals here this afternoon. Maskrin had his 8th, 2 for Cole Sherwood, his first couple goals on the season, and being traded to the Rangers from the Flint Firebirds as the Otters fall today. So just the second time on home ice. They're 6-2 here from the Erie Insurance Arena. Both of those losses coming to the Kitchener Rangers. This is the Otters post-game show, wrapping things up here from the afternoon action. I'm Aaron Cooney. Let's go back to the first period. It took just 23 seconds for the Rangers to get on the board. Thought that may have been the start of the way this one was going to go, and it kind of followed suit as Cole Carter gets his 2nd of the season. Just seconds into the game, the Otters, they matched it though. Garrett Podubny with his 6th. A minute and 31 seconds later. And we thought, maybe we were going to have a barn burner here from the Erie Insurance Arena. A lot of offense. Well, it was one team with a lot of offense. The Otters just were unable to wake up in that first, after the Garrett Podubny goal. They had just 2 shots on goal the rest of the way after Garrett Podubny tied the game at 1. 5 total in that first period. As the Otters would end up being outshot 44-27 in tonight's loss. As Cole Sherwood make a nice play at 4:20 in the first period to knife the puck away from the Otters blue liners. They were trying to make a D-to-D pass, and as it's sent onto the far side point, Sandbrook to Ryan Martin. Reaching as Sherwood just pokes it away off to the races, snaps it past. Otters on it over, making the start here tonight. 2-1 Kitchener lead. And then a deflection in front of the Otters goal as Kyle Gentles let the slap shot go from the left point. It trickled towards the front. The Otters had the first man covered up, Henderson, but it's Connor Bunneman, the one that got away, as he puts it on the backhand to slap it past on an Oberoi. 3-1 hockey game. Things seem to get a little better in that second period. The Otters at 9:47. Taylor Radish taking a Kyle Maximovich pass to the front of the net and just fires it past. Luke Richardson, goaltender for the Rangers, but in doing so, the net was knocked off its moorings by a backing up Logan Stanley. It was knocked off. Goal was waved off. They had to go and review it. It was eventually called a good goal as Taylor Radich had himself his 7th of the year. The Otters drawing within one, but a penalty to the Otters and onto the power play for the Kitchener Rangers. And it's Connor Bunneman on a nice power move to the front of the net as he just great timing from Cole Sherwood and Connor Bunneman. Sherwood puts it right on the tape of Bunneman as he's backing up to the front of the net and just slips it past on an Oberoi for his 2nd of the afternoon. And it's a 2-goal lead once again here for the Rangers. Go to the 3rd, and that's where Kitchener just breaks it all open. A 3-goal third period. Cole Carter gets his 2nd of the day. He was open on the near side circle as a penalty was winding down. Stepping out of the box was Garrett Podubny. Morales puts it on his tape and sends it home. Make it a 5-2 game. Then just an absolute laser beam from Adam Mascarin. You pull the puck back and then unleash it. Top shelf. No chance for Oberoi. That's just it's a goal scorer's goal. It was an absolute bullseye for Adam Mascarin's 8th of the season. And then they would add another one. And at 14:33, Cole Sherwood does it again. He's got his first 2 as a Kitchener Ranger since coming back in just his 5th game. And the offense there, Kyle Maximovich would add one late. 15:51 to bring Erie with a goal per period, 7-3. The final as the Otters fall here today in the afternoon game. And that snaps the 6-game home winning streak. And the Otters' first loss since the Rangers handed them a loss on home ice on opening night. Erie outshot 44-27, including 19-12 in that 3rd period. But really, it's the slow start for the Otters that got them behind the 8 ball. Some mistakes that could have helped you out. I mean, you had the 3rd period, Podubny puts it over the glass, and you end up in the penalty box. They score a power play goal, and it was kind of the heads went down after that, and you can tell some of the body language. They kind of took themselves out of it. And Erie falls here tonight, 7-3. 3,034 on attendance here for the school day game. And for the Otters, and we'll get to our Iron Workers local D number 3's Iron Men of the game, the 3 stars, and we get a chance. I actually didn't hear the announcement. Dean sped right through. I missed him. The Otters falling here tonight to the Kitchener Rangers, but you look at it, just looking at the division standings, and it's going to be a tight division all the way through. You think down to the wire, the Rangers now atop of the Midwest with 19 points. Owen Sound Attack 18. Rangers and Otters and Guelph Storm within striking distance, just 3 points below with 16. So it's a tight race, and the London Knights starting to surge forward. Just 1 loss in their last 5 games. They were shut out by the Guelph Storm on Sunday. But the Rangers now atop the Midwest Division. Leapfrogging the Owen Sound Attack, who are idle here today. The Otters will make their way on tomorrow. You get the night off, and then tomorrow a little practice, and then 2 more games here at the Erie Insurance Arena, looking to right the ship. Before you got to start finding things and get things clicking on the road, which the Otters have yet to do here on the season. 1 win on the road. They've lost 7 straight. And that was just opening night. They beat the Peterborough Peaks on the evening. But they got the Oshawa Generals here Friday night. bringing a 3-game winning streak into the week's action and climbing up their East Division standings as well. Then coming up Saturday, the Memorial Cup final rematch, Erie Otters and Windsor Spitfires. And the Spitfires have won 2 in a row on their way to the weekend action. And Erie will see them Saturday. Both games here at the Erie Insurance Arena. Tickets always available at at the Erie Insurance Arena box office, erieevents.com. You can charge them over the phone, 452-4857. And remember, $12 seats. That's all it takes to get you into an Otters home game for $12. The Erie News Now Super Savers sections, for them to be exact. And $12 is all it takes to get you in for some great OHL action. And you got some good games coming, including with Friday's game, the Oshawa Generals. The return of Alan McShane, who a lot of people have in their projected first-round picks. Jeff Merrick just put out his first rankings of prospects for the NHL draft. He's got the former Erie Otter, Alan McShane, at number 20 going to the first round. And Sarah Noel at 26, also with the Oshawa Generals. Those are for Jeff Merrick of Sportsnet, probably one of the go-to guys for prospects in NHL draft, and that's where he's got those couple guys slotted. We'll see them here on Friday, here from the Erie Insurance Arena. But that's going to wrap things up here for us this afternoon, this morning. I want to thank Nick Ritson back in the studio. He's feeling better. He's back in to join us, and we thank him being on hand here today. And for us, we say good afternoon. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. Final score 7-3. Rangers over the Otters. They snap Erie's home game winning streak and school day game winning streak. The home ends at 6. School day at 4. It's Erie 4-1 in those games. They still sit third in the Midwest Division, 7-1-1. I'm Aaron Cooney saying so long, as you've been listening to the Erie Otters Radio Network on CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
You've been listening to Erie Otters Hockey on WRIE Erie. Follow all the action throughout the season on the new home of the Erie Otters, CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
The Sheraton and Courtyard Erie Bayfront Hotels are proud sponsors of the Erie Otters. Join them for their pregame and postgame celebration at the